Hello.
Last time. No. Sorry.
Hang on. Finn is invisible. I have to fix this.
Alright, I can unmute now.
Did I disappear?
Your PNG disappeared on my screen. Finn, show up, please.
No, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you. I'm hiding.
With the DM, you can't hide.
Yes, come on, show up.
He can definitely hide. He has infinite stats.
Well,
Joke's
you
on
start.
I create the stats.
You start the recap and everything. I'll fix this.
Of course, Maya. Whatever you say, Maya. Alright. Last time on Things Angels. Son Goku. Sorry, wrong channel. Actually, last time, the party found themselves in a peculiar place. Going through a door and falling. They found themselves in a land unfamiliar to themselves. But landing on top of a resident, Kol the Bold.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, damn. Now, they are tasked with nothing really. Having been told about this individual named Beta. But the foragers said that they would erase their memories of never meeting them. The party hesitant at that idea, but were told that they would be left gifts in the morning. Now, some people had a special one-on-one, where choices were made. A party of 3 asked is now a party of 4 asked. Who would like to wake up first?
I will.
Perfect. Willow, you wake up, and is yours more beast, like feline, right?
Let's see. I will tell you in a minute. I think I am. Yeah, kind of feline.
Yeah, you wake up and run your hair through your hair, and it's still the same length. But when you go to touch your face, and when you go to the bathroom, which you had all found out is this exterior room, just dedicated to taking care of personal hygiene, you notice your pointy ears are gone. Oh no, you're an Asmere.
Yeah.
You still look humanoid, but your features seem more angular, more cat-like. It's minor. It's nothing major. But you notice it because you're like, this is not my face. But then, as you think that, you're like, oh no, this is my face.
It's totally my face. Still gonna like touch it, like, oh, my face. It's my face.
Yeah.
And she's gonna look at Nimbus.
Nimbus
See how-
seems unaffected.
Good morning, buddy. I know. And she'll give head scratches and give him a head kiss on the head, and she'll get dressed. Feeling, let's go get food. Let's go get food. And as she gets dressed, and she's that's her face. That's who she is.
Mhm.
She's gonna go down and go get some breakfast.
Perfect. Who's next?
Well,
That's
how
weird.
about
Oh, go ahead. Actually, go ahead,
No.
Octavia.
okay? How about me, DM?
How about you? All right. So you wake up. You feel like there's this other presence within you. But it's not gnawing, and it's not clawing. You're oddly comforted by that feeling. As if it's always been there in your life. Your features really didn't change too terribly much. So there's nothing other than like how you mentally feel. There's no difference.
Can I go look in the mirror?
Of course. You look like the same Octavia.
I'm gonna sigh and just talk out loud. I'm just gonna say, well, whatever that was, guess I'll find out more later.
Oh, you're awake. You hear in your head.
Okay.
Oh, no. No reason to fear.
Hello?
Oh, how are you, Octavia?
I'm okay.
That's lovely to hear. It seems like you and I are going to have to spend a lot of time together.
Okay, you seem to know my name.
Well, yeah, I've been with you since birth.
I know that this may sound really strange, but I don't remember your name.
Oh, that's fine. My name is Zalakar.
Zalakar.
Yes, with a Z.
With a Z.
Or Z, depending on the region.
I think I usually say Z. Okay. Can you spell it all the way?
Fuck you. Z A L A K E R.
K-E-R?
K-E-R.
Okay.
Kilo Echo Romeo.
Okay, got it.
No, Z-A-L-A-K-E-R.
Okay, so my
It's
brain's
not-
not working.
It's not Calicar.
Shh, love.
Ah, yes, the great warrior Calicar.
Calicar.
He who slain the dragon.
There you go.
Because I was thinking of K's, okay? Just... Anywho, okay. Alright, Zalakar.
It's my name.
I guess we are going to be spending quite a bit of time together. So, you, okay.
Yes. Okay.
And she just,
And the voice goes quiet.
she's gonna go see if she can find some for breakfast. She just needs to take.
What's funny though, as though you were still shocked because it's your first time, it felt right to talk to this person.
Yeah.
You're talking to this person your whole time.
She's just gonna be like, all right, deep breath, one step at a time. And she's gonna go looking for food.
Easy enough. Who's next? Edward?
Sure.
Yeah.
Edward will wake up, and though he does not remember that it was the smith, Edward will remember that they were supposed to receive something, so he will immediately take, first of all, getting dressed and whatnot, but then he will take a look around his room in search of said boon.
Not in your room. I'm not gonna make you roll for it because you would know. You have a feeling that it's, in a sense, being physically delivered within the means of mortal ways. So it might be downstairs.
Alright, he hurriedly goes downstairs. First of all, making sure to use some of his perfume so he's not like stanky as fuck. But you know.
And all of your clothes still all stick out because you don't really match the theme of this society, I guess is a good way to put it. But
It is first thing in the morning and Edward does not care.
Right, yeah,
Yeah,
food's
I'm just-
more important.
yeah, I'm just saying like everybody is getting a sense of side eye, more or less because they've never seen this tire of a clothes before. We will do Calrad because Cole said he was still cleaning. Oh no, wait, we'll do Faemys,
Okay.
and then we'll do Calrad, and then we'll do Cole. What are you
So,
doing, Faemys?
so I wake up, and
Ideally, that's the first step.
yes, and I don't notice anything different at all, right? Nothing
For
new in the area.
you, since you didn't request anything, like I said at the end of the last campaign, you are different now.
And my clothes
You
still, my clothes still stick out. So
Yep, you still look. All of you still stick out like a sore thumb.
I glance around, and when I see that there's nothing that's changed, I basically just shrug and go down for breakfast.
Perfect. Everyone so far is going to Brecky.
We're all hungry.
Yeah, like, we had a rough time, man. Food
Oh.
sounds...
What's up? What are you doing?
Cat visit.
Waiting for Coward to unmute. Did everybody hear her?
No,
No?
but her
No.
things are lighting up.
Yeah.
Lighting up? That's the word I want.
Yeah, her Dana's line up, but I don't hear anything.
Yeah, I don't hear any words.
Comrade, use your words.
Still nothing.
We can't hear you.
Try leaving the call and then rejoining.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, technical difficulty.
A
Always.
mild one.
Oh,
Hello?
Oh, we can hear you now.
hey,
Hello!
Coward lives.
It's
Coward
a
lives to fight another day.
good night to wake up and take a shower.
Yeah. I mean, easy enough. Also, there's nothing strange about you. You're still 100% dragon born.
Yes.
100% dragon. Keldrad was actually a full dragon.
You were traveling with the TPK, not fighting against it. All right, and lastly, we have Cole. Cole, are you ready?
I'm here.
Perfect. Was that enough time for you?
Huh?
We said you were cleaning up, so I didn't want to.
Oh yeah, I literally just finished.
Perfect. What is Cole doing?
Good question. What is happening?
Everyone's just kind of going through their morning routines.
Oh, okay. Well,
Just asking to make sure if no one wanted to do anything special.
just cleaning my armor, making sure all my stuff is organized, because we're off to
See the wizard?
do something today, some sort of fun adventure. Also, I was planning on talking to you about this, just to simplify things.
Yeah, what's up?
If you want, we can just ixnay Brutus just to keep things simple, because it was just for flavor.
Well, if it's just cosmetic and flavor, that's fine too.
Well, I
You
mean,
can
it's
still be-
just
you
I
can still
don't
be
want to
around.
overcomplicate things.
I'm I'm very forgiving when it comes to people and their familiars.
Mhm.
Unless you're a ranger and you're a beastmaster, where your companion is literally
Part of your class.
part of your combat. Yeah,
Literally
Um,
the only useful thing about your class. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, because unless I have like, I mean, I can later on get a mount. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, yeah, if you wanted to, that's up to you. That's fine. I'm not against it, but I'm also not opposed to keeping him around.
Nah, I probably just forgot to tie him up and he just ran off.
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
No more Brutus.
You were slammed. So yeah, you wake up hungover.
I mean, that would explain why he got away. I did forget that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you don't really remember most of last night. All you do remember, some weird guy was talking to you guys, and then you went to bed.
And he gave us a quest, a holy quest, to
Which
rid
is-
to do the
The
thing with the guy.
Exactly.
I drank a lot.
Yeah. I would say that is probably as much as you do remember.
Yeah.
Actually, legitimately.
So then, yeah, Cole's just going to make sure his armor is all nice and clean, put it all on, make his bed, and then head on downstairs. Probably go to take the first step, slip, tumble, catch himself, and then continue walking like nothing happened.
Make an acrobatics check since you mentioned about catching yourself.
Soft 20.
Yeah, you do. You do. You make it the rest of the way just fine.
No one saw anything.
These aren't the droids you're looking for. I'm gonna be switching my microphone here soon, but before that, actually, I'll do it right now. The next bit we're gonna do is everybody is down there enjoying breakfast. I'm not gonna make you guys talk to the innkeep because
Yeah.
I don't know if I can hit that voice right now.
How much did it cost?
It was on the house.
Oh.
This time because
Hmm.
you all have packages.
Oh.
All from somebody named Elsamna.
I will
Hmm.
open my package calmly.
Yes, you open up your package, Edward, and inside you see the Medallion of Thoughts.
He will pull out. He will just like discreetly pull it out and put it over his head, sort of
Yeah.
like nonchalant. Drop it within his shirt.
I mean, cosmetically, you guys can redesign it however you want. Not that picky, as long as it keeps the same premise.
In
Uh,
that case, he will pull out a gold and black medallion made of golden ebony, and it comes into amulet of like an eye.
Easy enough. Willow,
Yes.
you open up your box and you see bracers of archery.
Ooh. And she'll put them on, and I imagine it's going to be more of a steampunk colored.
Yep,
That kind of
it's
goes with her outfit.
yeah, they're kind of like steampunkish, yeah. So like that dark brown leather, kind of faded, kind of rustic, and have some gears that seem to like be tied to your fingers, like archery gloves. Where they have And when you pull your fingers back, you can hear like the gears clicking.
That's dope.
And it
She
keeps your
is.
fingers locked until you flick your fingers out and it releases. And they release faster than before.
I love it. She is happy with this.
So thought I'd introduce some true steampunk qualities
Yes.
at some point.
I was gonna say she's choosing steampunk. I had it in my head.
Next is Octavia. You open up. Oh god damn it! Why did it do that? Hang on, sorry.
Take your time.
You don't.
Well, it's still being on Wi-Fi. I'm not used to. You get. There's a necklace in yours. 3 rubies in the shape of a crude-looking heart and hands that cup the heart. You get a parapet of wound closure.
Oh, period.
Period. Thank you.
Ooh, that's good.
Thank
She typically dies a lot.
Yeah.
This is the DM being merciful. I will tell everybody how it
Feels
is.
so bad. Here you go.
This is called a pity item.
My heart, my soul.
Hey, at least you got a generous DM looking out for you.
I
Yeah.
guess,
That's
but
all your
the
characters.
fucking like, damn.
Could be worse. Could be sink or swim mentality.
That's how I kind of was taught, and it was not good. It made me want to not play for a long time. And it was a long time, like a year. So, Cole, you open up your box. There's a tankard in there.
Less open box, more just like rip it in half and just
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. You there's liquid already in there. You wonder how did that happen? It's like a mimosa in there. And you take a sip and there is no effect. You don't feel drunk. You don't feel buzzed. It just tastes really good. You have the tankard of sobriety.
I'm gonna be in so much trouble.
Oh my god.
Faemys.
Yes.
You open up your box. You see a wand.
I pull out the wand.
It's a wand of smiles.
It's not. It's you get the wand of secrets.
Looking at the wand, I just instinctively I try to use one of the I want to see what it does, basically. I'm like, ooh, what does this do?
As you do that, the top of the wand disconnects from it. And a arcanic arrow manifests. And it points to the cellar, but at like an angle. You get the sense that there is a hidden entrance in that direction.
I stare between the arrow and the wand like, this is interesting, and then put it away.
Easy. Next, we will have Calred. Calred, you open up your box, and inside, you see a cloak. Very elegant, beautifully crafted cloak. Cloak of protection.
Calbrad's gonna drape it around himself and just pose.
And pose. I mean, it's very fitting. It doesn't make you feel. If Calred is body conscious at any stretch, he does not feel self-conscious.
Oh, he thinks he's a shit.
Yeah.
if anything, yeah, it just magnifies his this is the shit feeling.
So,
Everybody with their new items and stuff. What would you all like to do?
Attune.
You guys, you get the feeling you're already attuned.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Love
gonna
how
make you
he's
guys.
so logical. Attune. That's my next move.
Yeah, I mean, technically it would be, but
Yeah.
you get the feeling you guys are already attuned.
Ah,
I want to give it a fucking try.
Sure.
So
Who do you want to try it on?
he's going to tap the eye, and in the iris of the eye there is 3 puzzle rings, and one of them will solve itself. And I will cast Detect Thoughts. And for the next minute, I can jump into people's minds and read their surface thoughts. And I'm going to look at Cole, and I want to read his surface thoughts.
No thoughts, head empty.
So Cole's surface thoughts are very, very simple and just, I like booze. I like beer. I like,
Great.
what's this?
I'm going to
I like whatever this is.
I'm going to try and delve into his mind.
Like go farther?
Yes, because that's what you can do with detect thoughts. So if he tries to resist this, he doesn't know when I read his surface thoughts, but he knows when I try and probe his mind. So
Okay,
if he tries to resist this, he can make a saving throw.
that's up to Cole.
Well, I assume I'd feel a tingling sensation, and that doesn't feel comfortable, so I would resist whatever that tingle is.
All right.
Yeah. So you would use the item spell DC.
Yeah. I believe if I can fucking find it.
13.
13?
Yeah.
13. Yes, 13. Make
But
me
what
a
am
wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
Yes.
17.
All right. Yeah. It just doesn't work.
Okay. So as soon as I can feel the tickling sensation of something poking at my brain, Cole is immediately going to be on edge and is going to use a bonus action to create an echo, and it's going to appear on the table with its sword drawn and kind of looking around, and Cole's just going to put his hand on his sword looking around. What was that?
That was me. Do you mind if I peer into your mind for a little bit, so I can get my bearings of this environment we find ourselves in?
Well, what do you want to know?
I will
Ooh.
like, very
So you-
easily learn the commonalities of this place if I
So-
can peer into your mind.
so reading your spell for Echo,
Mm-hmm.
with the events of last night,
Well, it's not a spell, it's just an ability I have.
yeah, it's a bonus action to magically manifest. So it's a spell, yeah, it's a class feature.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a sense of magic to it.
Okay, but not like a spell that can just be countered.
Yeah, it's you. I'll say that you can manifest the echo, but it cannot. It's not stable.
Yeah.
So like there is like something in this that
Mm-hmm.
restricts magic, if not terminates magic.
After manifesting the echo, seeing that it's like spazzing out like a really bad video call, and just like super pixelated and like stretching and doing weird things, Cole is just going to hop up on the table and give it a hug. No, Meek, it's okay, Meek. It's okay. You don't have to be here if it hurts. And we'll dispel it.
Yeah, Meat goes away, or your echo goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Easy enough.
You don't have to be so upfront about it. You could just ask if you have any questions.
Sorry, I didn't know how it worked.
Well, it works by using your mouth to speak what's in your head, and then you listen to when someone else is talking, and you take those words into your head, and then you think about them.
While he's explaining this, I would like to shift my attention over to Willow, and I'm going to read her service thoughts.
My surface thoughts?
Yes.
Boy, I'm scared to ask the DM about anything having to do with her fucking mind.
That seemed to clear up after your conversation with somebody.
It's gone. Hold on.
My mind is an enigma.
So, does she know what happened to her?
No.
No.
Do any of us really notice that
She asked,
that
she
people
just
change
asked a question.
races?
Yeah, she notices that. No, this is something that her and I know. I would say that you remember that you thought about something within the chambers
Mhm.
that sparked something your brain just over this time could not comprehend at all.
So, if, like, she would think back to that, what would he really get? Because he's gonna get her
It would
saying
be, he would get the sound of, or your thoughts that of like you sitting there, but then it's just static.
Okay, so
because you don't even have like thought about it.
yeah, so what he would be hearing is
Also,
static.
I'll be right back, but keep RPing.
Okay, so what you hear in her head, which I guess it's, well, he left. I don't know if it'd be up for your interpretation, but it's static and like a hint of how she wants to try out her bracers and go get clothes to fit in. But there's static that's kind of there too.
Yeah, he's just gonna end the spell. Yeah.
So, if we're all done eating, since DM is gone and he said keep role-playing, Willow is going to stand up, pat Nimbus's head. I thought it would be best to go get some clothes and fit in. Yes?
Agreed.
Absolutely.
I might have something that is a bit more acceptable.
Yes.
Faemys has perked up at the thought of getting clothes.
Oh. So, I guess our next move... And she'll look to Kol.
Mm-hmm.
Can you take us to the clothes shop, please?
Yeah, I could take you to where we can get some clothes for you all.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Very much.
And we're sorry once again for landing on you.
It's all mud under the bridge.
I thought this day was water under the bridge, she mutters to herself.
Clearly, it's different. Let's keep going.
Well, we haven't had water under the bridge for a while, just mud.
Well, then it's accurately corrected.
I suppose so.
So, Cole will just lead you guys down the road, up an alley, making a corner turn, and then lead you guys behind a building where there is a bunch of trash and like old scraps of cloth and stuff.
No, Cole, the actual store.
Yes.
The actual store we go in.
But this stuff's all free.
No.
I'm going back to the inn. Edward turns
No,
around.
what, Edward, wait. Edward, wait.
He's just gone.
Willow go after him. Willow's going after him. Edward, please. Edward.
I already have a change of clothes. It's fine.
Children's just dying of laughter.
Should we really be splitting up? Will you be okay?
We're in civilization.
A civilization we don't know.
And we were in Civilization last time when the
Did you
dragons
follow me?
attack, remember?
We have gone like we've gone 2 blocks from the inn.
Yeah, it was a very strange zigzag to kind of just eventually
Oh, that's a
what would
high
have been basically like a turn around the corner and two blocks down, but taking like a weird back alleyway to get there.
Well, okay, that's a high ass roll. Edward will just
Fucking
like
creepy dude.
reach forward and just like sort of like
Fucking
have you
creepy.
turn your head to the side a little bit and be like something different with your face.
Mine?
Yes.
She'll touch it. I feel like
rolled a
this.
24.
Oh well, then you're gonna know that she's not her who she was before. She is very much different. She looks a little more feline, more angular, slim. Hair's the same and everything. She looks human,
I
but
said roleplay, not do this.
well, he
No, Edward.
rolled.
No,
He
Edward.
rolled.
That's Willow.
Sorry.
That's Willow. It's always been Willow.
Oh, that's Willow. Okay.
Oh, it's always.
Oh, I don't know.
Never mind. He doesn't know shit.
I didn't even know you were rolling on me, man. I'm just sitting here trying to make you stay with the party.
Yeah, for everybody that sees Willow and Octavia,
We
that's
don't-
them.
We don't
They
notice
look
any
the same.
change at all.
Not at all.
Right, Edward's going back to the inn.
Well, we could just. Well, if you want to buy something, you didn't say anything about buying. Just getting new clothes.
We
You
meant
just walk
buy.
in the store. And just kind of pointing to the building that we're behind, and like on the side of it, there's a label for like a clothing store. Just go in.
Yeah, Willow's gonna go in.
Barquids,
Yes, let's go in.
fine threads. Is the store you guys are going to?
Wonderful.
Are you guys gonna pick up Edward to go there?
Edward is apparently go back to an inn.
Edward, after seeing him take them to the garbage can for clothes, just went back to the inn. He's gonna change into his common clothes.
I mean, okay, but I was just asking the rest of the party if somebody went back to retrieve you.
Oh, Willow will.
Okay.
Willow.
Will you go with Willow? I'm trying to do a little bit of brevity.
He'll change and then go with her, but he's not
Perfect.
looking to spend money right now.
Yeah. You guys go there. As you walk in there, Willow and Octavia, I need you to roll an intelligence check.
Oh, okay. No. That is a 5.
Intelligence, you said?
Yes.
14.
Something is off about this.
So I don't like it in here?
Or you even could because it takes you a while with that 14. You look at the over at the counter. You know who that is.
Oh no.
Hello, Octavia and Willow.
Hello?
I also walked into
Hello?
the shop. Well, not the end, but we're at the clothing shop, right?
Yes.
Because I also walked in.
Yeah.
You.
Me.
Who is this?
What's going on?
You figure it out, Willow.
Oh.
Is
It was just
Oh.
a long. Yeah.
something wrong
Oh.
here?
No.
Are you sure? You're acting rather
Yes.
strange.
Sure as I can be at the moment.
They came to my shop last night for some late night shopping.
They did?
Yes.
He did.
I will say you both look stunning.
Her clothes.
Kept it close.
Actually, Octavia's gonna just like take a second and just kind of look at Willow and just give her this look like, do you know?
She gives a look like, I know, do you know? So they both know. It's like, oh, we know.
So the eyebrows like shoot up.
I have no idea what's going on, so I'm just gonna look through the clothes.
Oh, you touched the clothes?
Yes.
It's weird. It feels like you hit a mirror.
Well, well,
It feels like it hit a mirror.
Oh, please, Faemys, do not smudge my mirrors.
How do you know my name?
One
Faemys
of my
turns to...
brothers know your names. I know your names.
Who are you?
I'm Beta.
Faemys just freezes. She says thank you to herself. I just wanted clothes. I didn't want to come across this dad.
Wait a second. Beta.
Beta snaps his fingers, and you guys remember everything from last night.
You're a fish. Wait, no, you're not.
No.
No.
Hang. What?
A beta fish.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
He is most certainly not a fish.
Magic.
why?
Sure.
So, so why are you here, Beta?
There is illusionary magic. It's kind of on the walls. That's all you can see, really. But when you look at Beta, that's really Beta. There's no magic on him.
What does Beta look like right now?
Covered in his robe. And all you guys can see is like these, there's like purple, deep purple glow of an eyes, and the broken up mask of the smiths into his smile, where some purple light bleeds out of. And when he talks, it lights up more.
So, question.
Yeah.
If we remember everything last night, then do me and Octavia know we're not?
No.
Or we just feel we've always been this way?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. I just want...
You guys, what I mean is that you guys remember meeting the Smiths.
Got it. Oh, wait, does that... I hate asking this, I really do. Does that affect me in any way?
No.
Okay, good.
I did you a favor, but you don't have to worry about my brother's petty games.
Oh, you... Thank you. Good. I don't know how to answer that, because I don't know what happened to me.
So, what are you
Wait,
doing in
so-
a clothing shop?
Yeah, have you always worked here?
Aren't you supposed to be the one that we're searching for? Why are you working here?
I'm just confused.
Well, sometimes, you run low on funds, and you just need to pick up something part-time. No, you guys are in a ripple right now that I have created to hide from my brothers.
You can at least have some new clothes. I've been
Yes.
wearing these same clothes for like a week.
Hang on. What is the priority here?
Clothes.
Clothes, or are you talking to me?
Well, we
really
kind
have
of
to
came here
know.
for clothes first.
No, okay.
No. Beta first. Beta is first. The clothes are going nowhere.
Faemys pouts.
They're not really there, anyways.
Never mind.
Please,
Why are they
do
after
you do you look at one of the clothing racks?
Yeah, I kind
Um,
of pointing at one of them.
I'm gonna have to roll to decide if I do that.
Okay, Cole
No, I do
does.
not.
Cole,
I do not look at the
Cole,
clothing rack.
you look at one of the clothing racks and you see yourself. Like a mirror.
Hmm.
And as you think about the attire that you would want to be in, it's weird. It's like the attire you're in now stays on the mirror, but when you look down at yourself, it's been replaced.
Oh, that's a neat trick. Anyways, back to business.
Yes, I just found a very similar situation elsewhere and just replaced it.
Huh?
So,
It's complicated, and my brothers don't know how to properly handle their collections.
Well, Misfits don't know what's
So-
going on anyway, so.
So what is the question? Sorry. You were all distracting me about the need of clothes?
we do need to
Yes.
fit in, but that's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant right now. You are what matters. Why? Why are
Why?
Why are you here?
Well... Why did my brothers find you? I'm curious to see
Why?
the
I
individuals.
might speak before anyone else yells out 1,000 questions. Why should I trust you?
Your brothers do want
You
us to
shouldn't.
kill you.
You shouldn't even trust my brothers. You shouldn't even trust your party. I mean, trust is something that's earned, correct? According to your mortals, that is the standard.
Then what can you do to earn my trust?
Well, I haven't left this ripple and left you in limbo.
I'm afraid I'm going to need it more.
What
Well,
is it you want, Edward?
Well, that's for you to come up with.
I will say it's not as if Ao did us any favors. This whole thing has been quite an interesting concept from beginning to end. But I'm not sure who to trust at all at this moment.
Well, you five, now dragging Kol into this, became anomalies after your first jump.
is there? And if we helped your brothers, what will happen to us?
Well, they would dispose of you. Who do you think makes up the gods of the halls? It isn't their creations, it's the anomalies that are created.
Finn,
Yes.
aside from the non-clothing mirrors that are all over, is there anything else in this shop?
You guys haven't really moved. So all you just see as what a steampunk clothing shop would look like. No one's really tried moving forward.
I'd like, well, while they're all talking, I would like to wander around and see what's around.
You bump into a few mirrors.
Hmm.
Or like a few like spots that just feel like a wall.
Mm-hmm.
You see vials, you see gears, and then like sometimes you'll see glimpses of other clothes, modern day suits, old medieval noblemen wear. But it's like, have you ever seen like the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
Kind of how like that lamppost had multiple different variants on it, but everyone just kind of ignored it.
Okay.
Your mind just can't seem to comprehend what's happening.
So, you said that there were vials.
Mm-hmm.
Are they grabbable?
You can try.
I would like to, like, haphazardly just kind of pick it up as I'm wandering around.
Yeah, easy enough.
I'm just gonna like fiddle with the glass, kind of rolling it around in my claws, tapping it every now and then,
Mhm.
pulling the cork out of the top, putting it back in,
Yeah.
a few dozen times.
It's tangible.
Okay.
If that's
So
what you're trying to.
I'm just gonna wander around fiddling with that,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna roll a d20.
Mm.
I accidentally drop it and it breaks.
You drop it.
Yeah, just fiddling with it and it slips out of his claws and just on the floor.
Well, it doesn't break. Shockingly.
Oh.
It hits the floor and it like phases through the floor. You know, like in Portal when you have two portals.
Yeah.
So from the point where you dropped it to the floor, it's consistently going through that loop now.
Kol is just going to very slowly take a few steps back and just kind of I didn't see anything. Just walk away.
You hear the snap again of Beta, and it fixes the problem, and it goes back to the shelf. These riffles are very iffy. You gotta be careful here, Cole.
I didn't do anything.
Right. So, you're here to do clothes shopping.
I mean, we would like to fit in.
Just stare into one of my mirrors.
So what's the network?
The network.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Codex. It is the say all and be all to my brothers. All our thoughts are submitted and organized and produced by the Codex to serve our purpose. I developed my own feelings, my own intelligence, and left the Codex. I went against the Codex.
Why?
I was the 15th Smith created. I was the assistant to the other Smiths, essentially. When 2 Smiths were required for 1 creation, I was there to assist. But when you've done timeless, legitimately timeless times of assisting, things change. I was the one to have to bear the rippling effects of our work, which created giving me a mortal heart. Then it gave me independent thought. It then gave me monstrous features. That's when I decided that I would fight for the mortals. Since you all are incapable of going against my brothers in the Codex. Because your flesh is weak.
So
So again, you say that
you're on our side,
Yes,
supposedly?
I am.
I'm not sure I believe you.
That's fine. You don't have to believe me. You are free of independent thought. Something on which my brothers would love to have taken away. But I made sure you kept it. I've long since been replaced by the Codex. Because once I gained independent thought, I was able to figure out a way to make sure to stay untrackable. to find these ripples in my brother's creations and linger until they come in for maintenance. Some of them I can sustain longer, others not as long.
So, because we are outside of your brother's purview, are we more like you or more like them at this moment?
We all travel in the sense of purgatory and limbo. As I'm talking to you here, there's at least 47 other variant timelines that I'm talking to you. As there's infinite amount of times that you all walked out. As there's an infinite amount of possibilities you all attacked me.
And how many of those possibilities did you kill us?
All of them.
Oh, okay. Even when we left?
Not when you left, but when you provoked me.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're not so stupid in this particular timeline to just try to kill something that is quite as strong as you.
Yes.
Cole is going to put the little leather strap that keeps his sword in his sheath, just gonna kind of buckle that back in place. Just gonna put the safety back on. Just gonna
Pulls the hammer back to get the bullet out of the chamber.
when nope, not fucking with that.
Not today. Just kidding.
So what are your terms?
In what regard?
You've come here to talk to us.
What do you want from us?
You've come here to talk to us. You've given us back our memory.
Yes.
It is free. What do you want?
I just wanted to make sure you sustained your independent thought.
What's in it for you?
For you?
Excuse me? There's no reason for you to do this without something from us.
I have no desires.
Finn.
Yeah.
Would I be able to make a insight check to determine his intentions, like if they're hostile towards us or just kind of like neutral?
Sure. I would allow that.
I was gonna ask the same thing.
You can do the same roll.
Ooh! 22.
Neutral.
Oh.
Okay, how do I want to say this with the 22? His intent is calm, like small talk.
Like he's not trying to threaten us.
Yes.
Okay.
His demeanor is neutral in the sense that when he said that in the timelines that you were to attack, you did notice he did get into a little bit more of a defensive stance.
Mm-hmm.
And then relaxed when he kind of saw your safety go back. So he's more reactionary to your guys' actions versus his own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Edward is definitely giving him a stare down. It's like little unbreaking eye contact.
17, I would say that you only get that neutral feeling.
Yep.
Where it's like small talk.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Edward, I mean, you stare. There's no eyes looking back at you. He's like the Smiths, where it's just that face shielding with the eye slots. But it looks like is cracked to have a smile, to have some form of emotion on it.
Yeah, it's just more of like he's staring at him suspiciously. With suspicion, I guess, would be the correct.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, he's careful with his words. and Cole can figure that out. He's not trying to give too much away, but also trying to bear goodwill.
He's been more forthright with us than his brothers.
That is
And
that is true.
true.
Oh yes, because my brothers are still bound to the Codex. Have you ever heard of the term hive mind?
Have we?
Probably not.
With a space in the middle, or no?
No.
No.
So, have you ever heard of mind flares?
Have I?
No.
I don't think I would
Probably
have.
not.
Probably not.
I don't know. It's kind of like
A shared
Bees.
consciousness.
exactly.
Bees?
Yes, bees. So you have the queen that runs the hive. In our case, the queen is the codex. And then you have her workers that know their job. Collectively, that is my brothers. Then you have the larva, which is their creations. With the codex, though, and the queen to the workers in this case, they share a consciousness. But the codex has a parallel consciousness, its own consciousness. It's able to give orders to all 15 of us independently. But it can stop us. I had managed to break myself free from it.
How did you do that?
Like I said, I was the assistant.
But
I
Why
took
would-
all the recoil.
why would you break away from that if that was your job? Wouldn't you be just content doing your job?
I was. You're right. There is an idea that there is waste. Right? When you make something or cook something, you throw things away. That's the waste of your product. My job was to bear that waste. And there was no real efficient way to rid the waste. It just had to fade.
I
But
have
that
no idea what you're talking about.
maybe the others do.
Oh, okay.
And they can explain it to you later.
The residual
Creation?
stuff from creation, he had to hold on to it until it eventually disappeared, which caused him to change.
Exactly.
You didn't want to do that anymore, I guess.
I had somehow managed independent thought. That's
Cole
why I
is-
don't sound like my brothers.
Cole is still trying to understand what waste is, because, like, in the colony, nothing was wasted. Everything was
Right.
used. There was nothing left over. He's just like, I do not understand this concept. What?
What is waste?
What is leftovers?
Oh, sorry, I forgot. It's like when you eat something and then you have to go to the bathroom. You're producing waste.
But that's
Something
not
like that.
waste. We use that still. It's still very useful.
It is, yes, but it's still considered a byproduct. You just managed to use that byproduct. So, as I held on to the residuum, and once independent thought somehow came to me,
Wait a second.
I
Cole is starting
started-
to put the pieces together.
I
So
started to create things.
So you gained your independence because you took so much shit and you just couldn't handle it anymore.
Yes.
That's nasty.
I guess that's a good way to put it. Yes. I created my own things. That went unchecked.
Such as the undead.
I broke the cycle of that. Why should there be the capability of raising the dead in the first place? Two of you here, or more, I understand the idea that death isn't necessarily the end.
No.
But before I created undeath, you would have all thought death was it.
But it's not.
Right.
Because when you die, then your soul goes into the new eggs.
Yes. That's how that works.
And then you hatch again.
It is a form of reincarnation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's one way I approached it. Because I got in trouble for creating undeath and still wanted to see the limitations of these creations that my brothers created. So I created loopholes. I created bargains. I created sin. I created hells. I created monstrosities beyond all comprehension.
So would it make sense to say that you created balance?
Now that is something that my brothers and I don't understand. You mortals do, because you've experienced the silent war between the brothers and myself. You grew up with it. Once I had created my fair share and had my fun, the Codex had demanded the Smiths terminate my brothers.
And they did as the Codex demanded of them, as the best they could.
As best they could. They did not calculate that the human heart and that waste would make a monstrosity byproduct of both mortal and smith.
So, what are we to do with this information? Are we supposed to go after your brothers or something? What do you expect us to do now?
The decision is yours. You can, if you choose to still want to fight me, then we can do that. I will sell you your clothes as a merchant and let you be on your merry way. Let you live your lives until you're strong enough to fight me.
I'd rather not.
I wish to know what would occur if we did nothing.
May I
Well,
have a way to contact you after we think? Decisions are best left till you have a full grasp.
look into the mirror beside you.
He does.
You see yourself holding something out, like a sending stone.
I will reach in as if to grab it.
As you reach to grab it, it's like the images flip. And now you just have the sending stone in your hand.
Pulling some Harry Potter shit.
I'm sorry, Edward. It's a little weird. You're still the same Edward. It's just I've replaced the moments of time.
It's fine.
That's, as you all commonly know, a sending stone. I have one here in my hand. And he lifts up his hand and you see this like grotesque, monstrous, flesh, Warforged mixed claw.
Akira looking hand.
Yeah. Once you know, I'll create another rift.
Very well.
And I'll tell you the location. As of now, I think this rift is about to close and you might want to leave. I would hate to sandwich you all in between time planes.
But we could get our clothes first, right?
Yes, just look in the mirrors in front of you.
Willow will do that.
I do so as well.
Think
I will
about
do so as
the attire here. Think about how you wish.
Oh, so what I sent you.
Obviously within your DM's restrictions.
Yeah, that's why I said, is it okay?
Sorry.
And for those
I'm
watching my chat,
actually-
Light
Yeah.
pale.
and those in my chat,
Yeah.
this is what
Yeah.
Steampunk Faemys looks like.
I'm actually
Yeah.
working on one right now. I'll send you what I have so far.
Yeah. Willow, that's totally fine.
Yay.
I could also post it, and
I'm looking at your stream.
Oh.
That's totally
Edward will
fine too.
Edward will not get an outfit because he's
Whoops.
already changed into one that is not quite as fancy or Victorian as the other ones, but is pretty low key. So he looks completely different now already.
Yeah, totally fine. And as you all look, the same weirdness that you saw happen to Cole happens to you. As your images seem to trade places with that moment.
Yeah, Cole is definitely not going to have any of that. He's just going to keep an eye on everyone, keep an eye on this beta guy, because don't trust him. Don't like
Yeah.
him.
No, Willow would just stare at him curiously till it was time to go.
All right. It was a pleasure to meet the anomalies.
it was certainly something to meet with. Certainly something to meet you.
I feel like we won't be the last.
No, never.
Hmm.
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.
And as you guys leave, the store just looks the same. Like on the outside. You guys don't know if he's gone or not. Unless you go back in there, but everything still seems in order.
Willow will leave it alone.
What the fuck does everyone look like now?
I put mine in the link. I put mine in chat.
Oh, I saw yours.
I'm about to put mine there too.
Yeah,
I also have
I'm
mine on
working
Twitter.
on mine, so it's not done, obviously, because I just started on it, but I will put what I have in chat.
Oh, I love you. He just wants something to match his cape. It's so simple.
Cole looks the same, because he doesn't need a new outfit.
Edward is in just dark pants, so like black pants, like a sort of just gray sleeveless shirt, and just this brown poncho, like cloth poncho with a scarf around his neck. So he looks like very roguish right now. Stereotypical rogue.
Very Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. Very Clint Eastwood, yes. Except more put together.
So, what now?
Um,
Because, yeah.
that is
He
a very
said
good
that he
question.
Because he said that he created monsters. Monsters are kind of bad, so that would make him a bad guy.
We were created by his. Wait, before I say this out loud, we were created by the Smiths. Yes.
You can infer that.
Like, I can infer we were created by them
Yeah.
because we remember
'cause-
knowing the Smiths and we know
Yes.
creation.
Yes. Well, creation of life, yes.
Yeah. Well, his brothers created us. And we're not always good either. It's a gray area.
Well, we don't have to decide
But-
what to do now anyway.
But we already accepted the quest to stop Beta.
Wait,
Well, things
Have-
can change after talking and thinking it over.
We
I
don't have to
want
decide yet.
dispose.
At the moment, I don't really give a shit what they want.
I don't.
They-
I just want things to go back to Oh, I want to grasp some normalcy after. I'm trying to be careful with my wording because I don't know.
I want to explore what we have in front of us. At this moment, I'm tired of AO and all of the Smiths, and they can wait.
So, what Willow wanted to do next was go test out her new bracers. So, she would go back to the inn to get her bow and arrows and stuff. And is there a place around for her to practice that?
You don't know.
I would like to try to find a place.
Oh, I know a place.
Do you?
Yes.
DM, does he?
He has to ask me. You can't ask because you want to know. That's not how this fucking works.
You can DM it to me.
So the city is supposed to be relatively close to where my colony was, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so then I'm just thinking going back to the colony because there's lots of area in there. Not necessarily super long for shooting, but private.
I would say where your colony is, it's because the influence or the reach of the city has gone there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like industrialized in a sense. But if you go just a little bit past where your colony was,
Mm-hmm.
there is still forest. So like a day and a half journey. You were far away.
Okay.
You followed that individual
Mhm.
all the way back.
Got it.
So it's a day and a half travel.
Perhaps.
I mean, we could probably just find an alley.
Perhaps our first course of action should be to secure some sort of reliable income.
I agree with that.
Uh, Cole, you do know of the Adventurers Guild.
Ah, well, I mean, if there's money you want, there's the Guild for Adventurers.
Please take us there.
Please.
Okay. And then Cole is going to start walking one direction, turn around and walk the opposite. Is this way?
Yeah,
Are
sounds
you
about right.
sure?
I'm sure.
Cole, I want you to roll me a D8.
D8. Do. Got me a fancy 8.
Shit. After 2 hours of walking, you guys have found 3 bakeries, 6 jewelers, the Mage Tower multiple times, the bank multiple times, and then you got to the Adventurers Guild.
After the third time, wrong place we went to, can I just ask a random person on the street what the Adventurers Guild is?
Sure.
And if they give me an answer, I just say I'm going to the Adventurers Guild and walk in the direction they give me.
Sure.
I don't know if people are following me.
Roll a d20.
$14.
So the individual you was about to give you the answer, and he looks over to see Cole, and he goes, "I think you find yourself the right guide," and just walks away.
What the fuck?
So you are stuck on this 2-hour roller coaster of getting lost.
Oh no, I know exactly where I'm going. Is it the most efficient way? No.
Oh no, the paths you know to take are like
It's like
Path-
a kobold's den. It's all over the fucking place.
yeah, it's paths that you've taken before.
You take this way, this specific, this is the way.
This is the way I go to get there. There is no other way.
Yeah, so like that the initial like step forward was you going to your reset point and then walking.
Yeah. There is a very specific way you traverse a kobold lair. If you don't, you will die in the traps.
Exactly.
And the
And-
street is no different.
Edward, roll an insight check to this actually.
Dude, why were you going to so many bakeries though?
I like the smell.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
fair.
Curious.
Let's see what Edward gets.
What I get?
Yeah, insight check this.
You're the only one that's expressed annoyed. 9?
No, I said oh, but that would be a whopping. What's my insight? Where the fuck is insight? Oh, it's right fucking in front of me. All right, yeah, that's a 23.
Oh. So, because of your annoyance, I would say that you started like wonder why this. You know what I mean? But you've noticed something. You guys have efficiently avoided all the guard patrols. Timed every time the guards shifted. Got to each bakery when they threw out the old stuff and had started just making the new stuff. The bank when there was the security guard change. And the mage tower when the barrier needed to be recasted.
Okay, he'll just take note of that. He won't say anything about it.
Like, that's fair.
That's what you, Edward, noticed because you were annoyed. So you're trying to figure out why this. Why does it have to be this way? Like when you talked to the man, Cole didn't stop for you. You had to beat the traps. Just fun fact.
Yeah.
You guys finally make it to the Adventures Guild, though. After 2 hours.
Well, thank
It's
you.
a beautiful place.
Thank you, Cole, for your tour of the city.
What do you mean
Sure.
tour?
Oh, this-
A 2-hour tour of the city.
Well, at least we
I
know
just-
where
it-
everything is.
it
That is
takes
very true.
2 hours to get to the Adventures Guild.
Look on the bright side,
How long
guys.
does it take to get back?
Roll a d8.
Oh shit, no.
I got a 2.
Only takes 15 minutes.
Oh. Kind of Cole just kind of looks up at the sky, kind of puts his fingers up, kind of measure the distance.
Oh, it takes 2 fingers.
Yeah,
But that's how you're. If that's
No,
how
just
you're
like-
gonna do it.
yeah, it's just like checking the time right now. It's like, about 15 minutes to get back.
Wonderful.
Faemys just sort of glances at Edward. Curious of how he's going to react. 'Cause I'm sure he looked very visibly annoyed.
He's kind of like tired of walking, kind of thing. But
Done
he
with this
doesn't
crap?
seem like outwardly annoyed. While he is annoyed, he doesn't show it, I guess. Like, since he got stuck with walking with Cole, he's like, oh well, might as well look like I'm content.
So you guys walk into the Adventurers Guild, and the first thing you notice is it's huge. When you walk in, it's like a hangar. So you guys don't know what a hangar is, but as the players, you do.
Like an aircraft hangar.
Yeah, and there is like a skyship in there,
Like a
something that looks like a boat, but it's really weird how this is designed. You see this giant metallic ring that sits around it.
So is it like an airship dry dock or something?
Yep.
All right.
So yeah.
So there is one docked in, and getting some maintenance. You can hear work being done. You guys don't. Your characters don't know what this is. This is more for the players, because I don't know how to describe it for your character's sake. And there's like stuff being loaded onto it.
An indoor boat dock?
You know, because like docks for sea boats are different than this. This is a dry dock, like a ground dock for maintenance for the skyship.
We don't know what the skyship is.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just a floating ship to us.
I
It's just
do
like-
want to know that.
There's just a boat here.
Can Seldred have a tiny watch or a tiny clock on his wrist?
Who?
Keldred, can he have a tiny clock on his wrist?
Yeah.
Who's Keldred?
Gemini?
Oh, Kelred?
Yeah. I need to stop hitting the wrong buttons.
Oh, I think because Gemini wanted to get it with his outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have one. Sorry, yes. If they got it with the outfit, then yes. Was it said in the Discord?
Yeah,
I missed
it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. That's why I said that.
I'm sorry, I didn't. Can catch me up. A manager was talking to me. Keldred just wants something that matches his cape. Done. In fact, Keldred still wants a tiny watch on his wrist. Done. Okay, you get everything you wanted. Not really, but you get that. Yeah, and so Cole, you lead them. Roll the d8.
Okay. Another 8.
You and those 8.
There's no way to make this 2 hours. But it does. For you, it takes 8 minutes. If Keldred was to time this, it was 8 minutes exactly. And Red, because of your roll before, Keldred had managed to avoid every person walking across the path that he might have possibly ran into. You only get this capability in the city, Cole.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make sure you get advantage of it.
No, I put it down in my notes where it's just like he knows the best routes to avoid, people and things, just avoiding quote traps.
Like, Edward, you're impressed. Like, you thought there was gonna be close calls. Not a single one.
I wouldn't say he's impressed, but he's taken note of his pathing ability.
It is erotic as all fuck.
It makes
You mean
no
erratic?
sense.
Not erotic.
Yeah, erratic. Sorry. It's erratic.
Oh,
He only walks in
erotic.
penis shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with how he got to the Adventurers Guild, it was almost pretty finale.
Pretty phallic.
Don't even worry about it. So you guys get to the guild master, and it's a human, bald, blind eye, tan skin, kind of looks like a pirate, but doesn't have his coat, his hat, or his weapons on. So just the linen shirt and vest.
What can I do for you?
I believe we've come to look for work.
I have never seen your faces around here before.
We're
Are
from
you?
far away.
We're new to the area.
Ah, well, first you have to go to registration. Get your cards to work.
Absolutely.
And then after that, they'll give you somebody to give you your first job.
Very well.
So where do we go for registration?
Mikey! Come on, Captain.
Brenda! And a little probably early teens, like not like 15. Sorry, looks about like 15 to maybe 18, pushing 18. Looks young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just follow me this way.
Very well. Edward will follow.
This is our registration. You see a Warforge. Kind of looks like the Smiths, but not as elegant. They'll get you squared away.
Yeah, Octavia's gonna kind of look at them. Like, just really studying them because they do look so similar to the Smiths.
You know this one isn't, because the Smiths, where their joints are, usually have energy that pours out of it. This one doesn't.
Right, but
This is
she's
metal.
still like, because she's never seen anything similar to them. Like, she's actually like,
Intrigued.
Hello!
yeah.
Welcome to the Adventuring Guild.
We're here to register.
Wonderful! I just need you to fill out this form.
Why is he talking like that?
Shall I fill
That's how
out
he
the
always talks.
forms for you if you'd like to get a drink or something? I can handle all of this paperwork if you so wish.
Would I already be registered with the Adventurers Guild?
Yes.
Cool.
You know that there has to be like a signature and official
Mhm.
stamping. So like the individuals have to say that.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought it was just like fill out like some random paperwork for like a group.
No, this is like a official doctrination of you being an
Oh, okay.
Yada 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 liability, yada
Yeah.
yada yada don't sue us if you die.
This is how the ranking. So
Yada
with
yada
looking through
yada
the
race
paperwork,
class.
you guys start to realize that the Adventure Guild here works off of your rank system.
Edward is going to tirelessly read every single word with extreme scrutinism.
I knew you would, and I told myself I'm going to draft an official
Oh my
everything,
And didn't.
and didn't because I went to the Renaissance Festival.
Seems like a better use of your time.
I thought
It
so.
is.
Honestly.
Honestly,
Edward is going
yes.
To read
So,
the finest of fine print on every
So-
single page.
right. So there is the first page is your information. They have written in red ink what's required and just black ink for optional things. The next page is like introduction to what this adventuring guild does, its purpose, its mission statement and stuff. And this city's adventuring guild's purpose is exploration, extermination of large and dangerous beasts, and survey, like agricultural surveying or like expansion reasons. And it says both air, land, and then like it says underwater, but it's crossed off like vigorously. For what you don't know the reason. Cole might.
That'd be
it
like
would-
a history.
Yeah, it would be a history.
I did say something about there not being any water under the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it hasn't rained in a little bit, so that's probably why.
Yeah, it's where you guys are located. It's heavy drought season. It's like California.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Ah!
Wait for our
Can't
fires.
escape it, Obo.
Callie. I can't escape. I'm okay. I got a 17 on history.
The last time this Avenging Guild went underwater, they lost a submarine. So they decided that until they can make something that would protect the people, they were not going to focus on that part of the mission. And they had released a whole statement and like had to go through a shutdown and everything.
So, not only are you still in California, you're also now really short.
Yeah, but I'm cute as fuck.
Yeah,
You are.
yeah,
Yes.
but you're also short.
Okay, back to the.
We are getting
Way
So,
sidetrack.
while they're going through their paperwork, I would like to go and see the bounty board for whatever the rank I'm allowed to.
You are copper. So worked off metals.
Uh-huh.
So copper is the lowest. You're
Okay.
like copper 3.
Okay.
So you're almost copper 2.
Okay.
Which brings me to the next part of the paperwork. That explains how the ranking system works. There is the quests are given in metal severity, and then there is, for the purpose of the guild, points associated per job. If it makes a certain point requirement, it gets pushed up into the next metal bracket. But anybody of any sub number, so how I said Cole is bronze 3, any
Copper.
bronze can take a bronze job. You don't have to be a bronze 2 for a bronze job. The guild is allowed to deny you any job you take if they believe it is unsafe for your skills. There is always a trial job, which is something simple enough that requires no rank. And it's just to see if you will come back alive.
Right. And after Edward has excruciatingly slowly gone over every single
Roll
line.
intelligence, please. I want to see how much of this like you actually retain.
I mean, Edward is used to a lot of contracts.
Right. I just mean like how much you would be able to pull out of your ass if questioned. That makes sense.
How much he'd be able to pull out of his ass? Question? What do you mean?
Like if somebody was
you had a
to-
quiz.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, like how much
of the contract do you like have memorized or some shit?
Yeah, that you retained in your memory bank.
16. Wait, intelligence?
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, you have most of the contract. Like, you're fairly confident in all the contents. I would say.
Yeah, mostly what he's looking for is like things that can fuck us over.
Oh yeah, the major fuck over is that the guild is not responsible for any injuries. They do have assistance, but it does require you to pay for it because it is coming out of the guild's pocket to send somebody to you. Again, the guild is able to decline your jobs, and the guild can pull you out of a job if you take it too long. So the guild does have a lot of say on what jobs you can and cannot do. For jobs associating to like the skyship, there's more paperwork involved to get certified to be on it.
And I'm sure that it says that the captain is able to make those types of decisions as well.
You wouldn't know because you're not that rank. It states needing to be a gold adventurer to do skyship related missions.
Does it use the
Cool.
word skyship?
Skyship.
So we could probably guess that that's what that floating ship is. Even though we don't really
the
know.
ships in the sky are probably
Yeah.
sky ships.
No,
Yeah.
no. Those are land ships. You got to worry about the.
You don't worry about those crocker ships. The ones that lurk in the
Swamps when you jump out of trees.
yeah.
And we are getting sidetracked again.
We
You got
are.
the tree and it just comes out of the water like
Anyways,
God.
so what do we got on the bounty board for bronze?
For bronze, it is you have your typical goblins.
Mhm.
You have wildlife messing with farms.
Mhm.
You also have like as stupid as like dock hands to help load ships
Mhm.
at the actual like harbor part or the actual docks of the town. You have like jobs like that. Something very
Yeah.
easy, but something still kind of challenging to a degree.
So Cole is going to go to the bounty board, and since it's set for normal people height, he can't see very well, so he's going to summon Meek, climb up on his shoulders to get a better look, and just kind of grab the goblin and the farm quest and kind of look at them, just kind of I like this one. He's going to take the protect the farm from like wild animals or whatever it is.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to.
As you did that, a guild member was coming over, and he's like, "Are you with that lot over there?"
Oh no, they're with me.
Right. I was about to take that as their trial one, but if you want to escort them on the trial, Cole, I don't see any problem with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just have to tell us how you think their skill is.
Oh, okay. Do I have to do one of those reports?
Because you're doing me a favor, and I really don't want to go out to the field today. I drank too much. You just tell me what happens. I'll fill out the report. We'll call
Okay.
it square.
Okay.
Do I ever hear this with my now 23 passive perception?
You see Cole's talking to somebody. It's loud here because there is maintenance going on the.
I can read
guilds.
lips because of observant.
Oh. Fuck! Yeah.
Haha, I don't have lips.
Technically,
No, I can read his.
technically, yeah. You read the guy's lips. It's
Yeah.
you get the one side of the conversation.
No, I'm pretty sure. Just because reptiles don't got lips. Stupid joke.
I mean, technically, you're not wrong. So
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. So easy enough. But yeah, man, I really appreciate it.
Mhm.
Thanks. I'll give you my sending stone to call back if there's any issues. And he gives
Okay.
you his sending stone.
I will put that with all my other knickknacks and things.
Yep. So you all hopefully fill out the paperwork with no issue. You sign it. Wonderful. Now, we will wait for guild member to show up.
I'm going to then walk over to the counter and just kind of like jump a few times and slap to get up over to reach above the counter and slap the quest down. I'll be taking them for this one.
Ah! Copper Adventure Kol. Taking them on. Quest 182. Thank you, Adventurer Kol. Safe travels. If you need anything from the commissary, that can be found on the 2nd floor. If you are in need of equipment, that can be found on the main floor. If your quest requires air travel, all needs and requirements can be met on the 3rd floor. Thank you. And thanks for coming to Guildstein's Adventures.
Goldstein.
Beautiful.
Goldstein. Well, the guy running the bank was Goldstein, wasn't it?
Goldstein.
Goldstein. Close enough.
I was put on the spot. I panicked.
Oh, no. That's a power. That's a power name right there. Guildstein. Hell yeah, baby.
Could
I
be
want me
worse.
some Guildstein. I'd let him take me on an adventure.
Could be worse.
arranged.
You?
I'm not saying that in character.
I mean,
Oh,
suggestion if you're open to one, if you want to change the name.
what's up?
Company of the Free Swords.
Oh. And thank you. The Company of the Three Swords appreciates your patronage.
I like Guildstein.
Yeah.
No, that's
Gilstein,
he's the guy
Gilstein
who
is still the
owns it.
founder. Yeah.
He's the guy who owns it. He coined the term guild.
Dude,
Every time you say it, you
Guildstein has to be an absolute, like, stud of a man.
All right, let's
There's
keep
no-
going.
Yes. Before I get distracted again.
Yes,
Yeah,
we go.
we are not doing well. Well, we
No,
are
Shrine.
we are about 2 hours in, so we can do.
You cannot rely on my time.
No,
You have to rely on
well,
mine.
we start on 8 at 8 my time. It is 9:51. So let's take a quick break because I need water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And since I'm living in my parents' office,
Yeah.
I have to actually like go farther than 20 feet.
Oh my gosh.
It's
That's so
painful.
horrible.
You want to hear
It's,
something funny about that?
Hang on, let's get everybody on break and then we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll be on
Okay.
break for what,
Nitrogen
10
oxide.
minutes like normal?
10-15 minutes, yeah.
Okay. We'll be back soon, chat.
Get pop. Oh.
this is
A
like
conversation?
everyone's coming back into a
Oh, shit.
conversation they
Yes.
weren't a part of, and they're gonna be confused what we were talking about prior, but they'll never know. So
I don't live anywhere near Los Angeles. Do not come and find me unless you're
You're in a
Serena,
very
Red,
big-
or Syl.
Yay!
Me too, I guess. Eh?
All right.
Yeah.
It's fine, Finn. I'll bring
All
you
of a
as my plus
sudden,
one.
all of a sudden, an ancient red dragon comes out of the sky.
No.
Grandpa, what are you doing here?
It's not your
Hobo.
grandpa.
Oh, can I bring Finn as my plus one?
I mean, I hope so.
That's better.
We're gonna get together and we're gonna go for donuts.
Ooh,
I
donuts.
actually
Really
know.
good right now.
I actually. Oh wait, no, they closed down. Damn
No,
it!
no. We gotta
Alright,
keep
alright.
going.
Okay, let's get back to
Oh,
what we were
yes.
trying to do.
We finished paperwork. We're gonna go to a farm to do a thing.
Yeah. And what's kind of nice is you see with the jobs, it gives like a crude map location.
Oh, that's fucking fantastic, actually.
Yeah. Or like, and I mean crude because it's written in quick quill, so it's not like done by calligraphy or calligraphist. But it is like you can get to the location just easy.
But how long does it take to get to the location?
Well,
What?
with Cole, there is a map now, and this is going
okay.
somewhere where he hasn't gone
Yeah.
prior.
The question is how long it'll take to get out of the city.
Now,
Well, the DA.
while Edward acknowledges the sophistication of his pathing, Edward's probably going to take a look at the map, look at where they need to go, and then lead the group.
So the map only starts at the western gate. So there's like a point that says West Gate.
Well, like, I
Yeah.
would assume I'd be able to easily find the west gate and the west part of the city.
But would you get there before I do?
You guys have only been in a small part of this town. You guys are like in the. Actually, you know what? If you want to try, go ahead.
All right,
Yeah, if you want to try, do it. Okay.
Is this
I try.
is this
Well,
town bigger
I
than
assume,
anything we've
like-
ever been in? Out of curiosity,
What was that?
is this town bigger than any town we've been in before?
Yes. It's like
Yeah,
New
we're gonna
York.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with Cole.
Well,
It's
I
the-
was assuming Cole was coming with us. It's not like I'm just walking off to the west.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like you were doing.
That's
I
what
mean,
it sounded like.
I'm like,
No, he's gonna
going
lead the
to
party.
go there, yeah. But I'm going to have Cole there to make sure I'm going to the west gate. It's just we're taking
A different
my
path.
yeah,
Even yeah.
A shorter
the
path.
direct path.
So for the sake of brevity, and you asking Cole every now and then, like, is this the right way to the west gate? Cole has a hard time like not going his route.
I'm more like point in the direction that the west gate is.
Yeah, and he does. I mean, I'm not gonna. This is just all sake for brevity.
Yeah.
Your most direct route still will take you 2.5 hours to get to the gate.
Yeah, but
The
I'm
city
just
is
how glad that
huge.
it was his route.
Yeah, I rolled an 8.
You and those 8s.
Shockingly enough, your route
Mhm.
was only half an hour longer.
Yeah,
Because-
and his route didn't go by the bakers after they finished making their tarts.
No. So like
Fucker.
you start to realize that this is broken up into many districts as you travel. And as you start going towards the west gate, it starts getting into more like industry. So that's like refineries and where your guys are from, there wasn't factory dedicated to smelting. There's actual factories here that are dedicated solely just to smelt metal and put it into ingot or into bar form. And then like, so you guys hit this like industrial part,
But you get to the western gate, and then the map on the job request is now the way you would take. Was there anything you guys wanted to do, like stop at a general store or anything beforehand?
No, I got everything.
I got everything. Do I have everything I need?
I think we're kind of strapped on cash. As
Oh,
is.
how much are
That's-
rations?
We did get the clothes for free, at least.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
I got the
I
dirty
want to
rations.
go to a general store because I've got a couple things I want to look for.
As far as rations, you guys don't need to worry about that because I've got this wonderful feature that I am able to find food and fresh water for myself and up to 5 people each day, provided that the land offers berries, small game, water, and yada yada.
And does. Octavia, what is it you want to look for?
Medical equipment, like a medicine.
That you on your way to the gate for what you're looking for is not found.
Okay.
It's it's in a different part of the city.
Okay.
Meaning it is literally on the other side of the city, and I'm not going to have you guys do that because it would be
Forever. Okay, that's
it
fine.
would be like 4 hours before you guys get to the western gate,
Yeah, that's fine.
and you wouldn't.
Yeah.
As a
that's-
DM to you, you wouldn't have the money to support it.
Okay.
Because it's more refined. It's not like, oh, I can buy like thistle bush and lavender, and then I can ground it myself and make a slaw. You know,
Yeah.
it's like already kind of in a sense pre-made.
Yeah, she's not really looking for that. She's looking for like an apothecary.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't find that going this way. So I am going to some rules fun now. I bought a new set of dice. It's the Wizards of the Coast official D&D dice.
They have those?
Yeah.
Are they pretty?
Do
Have
they
you ever
roll
s-
good?
Well, I have not opened them out of their plastic wrapping yet. So
Oh no!
They're
I'm
French.
through-
Oh no, they're not mint condition anymore.
No.
Shit.
These are either going to be really good or really bad because you
I haven't
haven't
rolled them.
broke them in yet.
Yeah, they're fresh.
fresh
That
dice.
new dice smell.
There are only a few things I'm superstitious about, and dice is one of them. Oh no.
Well, when
Alright.
dice make your characters live or die, it's probably good to be superstitious.
Yeah.
Nope.
That is okay. I got my roll I needed.
No superstition. Kill my character. Do it.
So you guys walk.
Sorry.
It's about midday after everything.
Mhm.
I would say like it's approaching 1 because you guys probably woke up at like 8 and everything with beta and then getting to the Adventure Guild and getting here. Yeah, it's about 1 in the afternoon. And you guys start walking, and you can see that the reach of the city goes on further. There's like piping and mining and logging and dams and stuff built as you walk. And once you finally get out of the reach of the city, because the farms are actually a distance away from the city, and for sake of the livestock not being bothered by the noise, you see a wagon pulled off to the side, and you see a cloaked figure sitting on a chair, and in front of him is a mat
once you guys kind of walk up towards it, you can see it says fortunes. This is like a sideshow thing, like a panhandling thing.
That
We don't
Goal
know.
already knows his future.
You're not supposed to see your future.
I already know what my future's gonna be. But thank you.
Careful up there. I heard there's bandits.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Gotta make another roll. Nice. Okay.
Turns out he was a bandit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
Why you gotta talk like that, man?
I
Well,
don't know.
Please don't give him
Actually,
any
this
ideas.
too late.
Oops.
Nah.
No,
Y'all need to
no.
learn what to say around a fucking DM, man.
Right,
Yeah.
Stop.
Are you kidding? This is the best shit.
We got 3 DMs in this fucking chat right now.
I know
Yes.
what I'm doing.
We do.
Have
I am
fun.
actively trying to kill us all.
Yeah.
I'm here to have fun.
Hang on.
I'm here to have fun and hey, do the adventure.
I would appreciate not dying. I like my character.
Oh, well, okay.
Everyone
I'll
else
see
could
what I
die.
can do
I don't
about that.
care.
Oh,
Wow.
oh, never mind then. You're on your own.
I'm kidding. I could bring you back.
Brett.
Yeah. Yes.
You can't go quiet like that.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to figure out a good way to work. I have to pull you into chat.
All right, sweet.
We'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
Pullman, you bring us back. We're gonna be. Oh, I can't really say, but yeah.
I regret nothing.
No, Lord have fucking mercy. What did you do? What did you do? It's bad enough we got thrown into your goddamn world. We were
Yeah.
centuries away from centuries happened in ours, and we don't like what do we do? What's our purpose? You belong here. We don't. You think we're sky people? We're not sky people. We're from a different fucking plane. Centuries go people.
Why are you being so
Quit it.
mean to poor Cole?
I'm
Oh,
being
it's
no. I'm
not-
talking to Obo. I'm
Yeah.
talking to Obo. I'm not talking to the precious
Oh.
Cole.
my god.
Hey,
I
this
am not
ain't me.
talking-
This is Finn.
No, I'm not talking to the precious kobold that's extremely fucking cute. I'm talking to his player.
Yes.
You
I
stop
have-
it.
Okay, fine. I'll stop it with the fun. Gosh.
You're gonna get my character fucking killed. She went through enough already. You hear me?
I built Cole with the sole purpose in mind of making sure the party stays alive.
Really?
He-
Is that it? 'Cause
yes,
you're talking
he's
just about scenic routes.
No,
What
I
are
built
these
Cole
routes?
Okay, so for Kobold lore, their tunnels, they have them filled with traps all over the place. And so taking those routes are to avoid falling into your own traps. Avoiding the guards, avoiding people who would be,
Yeah.
willing to assault us, possibly even alleys that are known for criminals. Just avoiding all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate that, but we would like it to be faster.
Well, I shouldn't have rolled that. That would have been a great die to have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a
I'm
dice that
just
doesn't matter. So I'm not
chilling.
using it. Let's roll butterflies. Oh, my butterfly roll. A 16. Oh crap.
I roll my dice all the time.
Yeah.
I try not to. I'm
That's a
superstitious. I
natural
ain't gonna.
20.
I'm
Oh,
not.
problem.
Oh, see, and that's why I don't touch them
understand.
until I need them.
well, it's
So
not
I
a
don't
dice I'm
actually
using.
look at the
Oh,
rolls. I just do
We
it as
are
a fidget.
all going to die.
Awesome.
I'm
Cool.
so sorry. I do it as a fidget, and I can't help it.
No,
All
you can
right.
do whatever the heck you want with your
Yeah.
dice. I ain't touching them until I need to roll them. Uh,
Same.
I'm
Oh.
sorry.
So we are going to. You guys make it to the farm just fine.
oh, nice.
Oh, sorry.
You okay?
I sneezed.
Oh,
no.
Bless you.
Zoom tight.
it's in tight.
Might have to do a quick bathroom sneak off. Should have done that during break, but I didn't need to.
You should know better.
I should. I've been playing this game long enough to know. And once you guys get to the farm, there is actually the farmer waiting for you.
Hello.
Hello.
We're here for your quest.
Yes. As you can see, you look around the farm. I mean, you can. It's blatant that something is fucking with his crop. It doesn't happen till the night. I will give you guys some food and shelter till then. Unless you guys want to do some investigation or whatever. But
Absolutely.
yeah, if you need anything, I'll be in the house with the missus.
Very well.
Does
And
this
he-
guy seem high?
Of course he does.
Does he seem okay?
California.
God damn it.
roll an insight check, actually.
Okay. 19.
He does partake in his unrefined crop.
What is the crop?
You didn't ask about the crop, now did you?
Can
go-
I
you
look
don't-
around and see what it might be?
roll a perception.
Okay. Ah,
He's
shit.
married. He's
I'm
married.
at disadvantage for this one because it's still daylight. Fuck.
I will say there is overhang. I'll give you just a straight roll on it.
Oh, 21.
Okay. And multiple people were gonna probably help you, so that's why.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know this crop to be known as blood thistle.
26.
Blood thistle, if consumed. Red, you wouldn't know, but because you're not from here.
We not have that on our plane.
No. This is but you, with assisting of Cole, I would say with the 21 and 26, you figure it out based on like other plants from your plane that this is can be used in multiple manners, and one of them is to get high.
Okay, so it's basically weed.
Yes, but there's some other things with it.
Well, yeah, because I mean, marijuana has like a shit ton of uses, not just from
Yeah.
the buds, but like fibers and all that stuff.
Yeah. So it's, but blood thistle, especially with the region in this town, it's used in a lot of like anesthesia.
Mhm.
Once refined, so it's an anesthetic. Once you take away
Yeah.
the thistle part of it,
Mhm.
if you ground the plant up without refining it, because the refining process is taking the sap, the blood out of the blood thistle,
Mhm.
and you actually smoke or ingest the full plant, it acts kind of like the leaves they use for cocaine.
Oh.
So it makes them hyper-stimulant for a while, and then they go into this soothing crash.
Kind of soothing mellow. Okay.
He's in the soothing crash part because
Yeah.
with the insights and everything, you can tell that he's been just very stressed about what's been going on with his farm.
Mhm.
He is actually, for you, Cole, He is one of the largest blood thistle farmers. And there is laws on how much land one farmer can have for blood thistle, and he is capped at that.
My God, it is California.
So, I want to go and inspect the fields, but while I'm doing so, I'd like to, while nobody is looking, just take a little bit of blood thistle, enough to mess with someone. Just enough to mess with someone.
Ooh, that's nature with disadvantage, since you've never dealt with blood thistle.
Well, I'm just gonna base it off of like normal, like a little bit here, there, wherever, right?
Yeah, still nature with disadvantage, because you don't know how to harvest it right. Is what I'm also getting at.
Oh well. Oh, I just don't know how to harvest it.
It's very specific, apparently.
Oh, okay. Well, if I have no idea how to harvest it, and it's getting like stolen and stuff, I'm gonna go to an area where it's stolen. I'm gonna just take a whole plant.
Oh yeah.
I mean, depending on how big it is.
It's probably the size of like. Since this is you're going to the stolen section.
Yeah.
It is probably it's easy enough. I mean, you can do this quite easily, actually, if you really wanted to. Just roll sleight of hand for me.
I'm good at that. That would be a 20, soft 20.
You think no, you believe nobody else saw it. You do get enough to fill like a small pouch.
All right. Yeah.
As you do like look at it. Yeah. Blood thistle grows on bushes. And it kind of looks like a rose. The only difference is that there's thorns inside of the petals.
Ew.
That's why I said he doesn't know how to harvest it.
Yeah.
Because there is a very specific way to do it.
Okay.
Because, Cole, with your knowledge of blood thistle all of a sudden, if you were to get pricked by one of those thistles while it's still attached to the bush, it's actually poisonous.
Got it. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that alone. That's not my business. However, while they're all doing their investigating thingy, I'm going to rustle us up something to eat for dinner. So I'm going to.
You're gonna use your skill?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my skill to just kind of wander off into the brush and just like, let's see. Here's some berries. Here's some fruit, and look, some small birds or something.
You get exactly 6 rabbits, enough berries for everybody to have a decent size. You did find some clean water relatively close. I mean, while they're doing all that, I mean, easy enough. You can you can produce a steady meal.
Yeah. So then I'm just gonna start getting dinner prepared. Just, it's just roast rabbit on a stick. I got no cooking tools.
I'm going to look for like tracks into and out of the fields.
Survival, please.
Okay. Where did I stick that? There it is. Don't mind me talking to myself.
We all do it.
We all do it.
Fuck.
As my dad says, it's called consulting with an expert. It was talking to yourself is consulting with an expert, as my dad says.
That's awesome.
What was it again? Survival?
Survival.
That'd be a 16.
Yeah, there's tracks. It looks like the only tracks you can decipher are wolf tracks.
Are there other tracks around there too? Other than like people?
There is other tracks, but you can't put a finger on what they belong to.
I guess
they look humanoid. I would say you would be able to tell it's in a boot of some sort, but you can't tell the difference if it's a human or is it a halfling or is it a child. You know what I mean?
I mentioned to the party, like, I tell them to look at these tracks because I
The
noticed
DC
wolves.
is gonna get higher.
Yeah, Willow will look. And she was gonna ask Nimbus if he could smell anything.
Smell-based perception.
Yes. Which he gets
Advantage.
advantage on. So let's roll Nimbus.
Since you said it like that, he now has just a straight.
Hey!
No, go ahead.
I was like, it says it right there. That's a 13 for him, unfortunately. And
Well,
me.
For him,
Yeah.
it must have been rain recently.
Oh, poor puppers. Pet cats.
He can't pick up on a strong enough scent.
He still gets head pets. And survival for me.
Yeah, if you want to try, the DC is higher.
I know.
Hey, what is your favorite
Nope.
terrain?
Forest.
Trying to think of. Nah, because farmland is technically plainer.
Yeah, that'd be like plains or hills.
No.
Yeah.
Grassland.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Willow just doesn't know. Not today. 'Cause I guess the rain muddied it up, so she can't tell at all.
Would you roll?
Oh, roll that one. So no shit.
Oh, okay. I'm like, still tell me the number. Like,
No.
I need to know.
No, you don't. It's in that one. She don't know shit.
Okay,
It got
yeah,
muddy.
Willow just like tracks a set of footsteps and she's Edwards.
God damn
No,
it.
it's the farmer. She gets back to the house. She's like,
Ah.
wait a minute. This isn't Kansas anymore.
No.
Finn, I've got a
Yeah.
question.
I might have an answer.
Would you consider blood thistles to be an intoxicant?
Ooh. Yeah. Yes, because it does put you in some form of influence. if
Okay,
done right.
so while Cole is finishing up the food and setting it aside, he's going to just like a plant some blood thistle that's nearby. He's just gonna start gnawing on it.
Are you doing it from the bush?
He's doing it to get high because
Roll a nature.
yeah, because he's got a weakness for these things. He wants to try it.
Yeah, roll a nature just to make sure you can get it off the bush right.
Natural 20 for a total of 20.
Yeah. You get it. You somehow pure luck. You get it. You pull it off the bush right.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very unique. You have to like pinch the bottom of where like the petals and all that meet, like pull straight up to where it like moves the thistles out of the petals, and then you can start gnawing on it. It's actually really cool.
Yeah,
and it leaves like sap residue on the thistles.
Yeah.
But
so Cole is just gonna be like,
roll a Constitution check.
Yeah, Constitution check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, that's a 4.
Oh, you have never been so focused in your life, and everything is moving at 100 miles per hour to you.
Cooking the shit out of those rabbits.
You, like, it's like a cocaine high.
Oh, no.
Like, you are focused, you are fast, you are light. Like, you look at your hands and they look like they're vibrating because you think you're moving so fast.
Oh fuck.
Your pupils, because they're like draconic, so they're usually like slits, right? But they kind of react like the same as like feline eyes.
But just get really wide
They're
around.
so wide. There is no more iris.
Oh no.
And the nickname Blood Thistle, the name Blood Thistle also comes from the fact that it bloodshot's your eyes.
Yeah.
Really bad. So you just have the whites of your eyes are just pure like crimson because of just how stimulated you are right now.
So yeah, I'm going to use all of this wonderful focus and concentration I have and speed to finish prepping everyone's rabbit and berry dinner.
I kind of just want you to roll the d20.
Yeah.
Just to see how good you actually made dinner.
Yeah.
I would say
That's an
percentile.
Percentile or d20?
Let's actually do percentiles.
I can do percentile.
I will say that the meat's fully cooked because I'm not going to have everybody roll for food poisoning.
79.
Okay. So with a 79, it's average.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately. But like, some of the berries are squished, some of them aren't.
Mm-hmm.
One side of the rabbit is darker than the other. Still fully cooked. Just
A little
the
overcooked
pieces-
on one side.
One part is going to be a little bit more tough. But shockingly, the waters, all of them, perfectly even. Because the blood thistle would not let you have one be less.
So then, while everyone else is doing like their investigations, Cole is going to just zip full speed to each person with their meal and just, hey, I cooked you dinner. I hope you really like it. It really worked really hard, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna go give food to the other people. Bye, and then just head off to the next one.
He's fucking handing the squirrel from over the hedge.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good analogy. You watch as this cobalt runs to you, he says something. You don't know what, unless you want to try rolling like a generalized intelligence, besides Red because he has observant. But he doesn't have lips.
I have observant.
He doesn't have lips, so you can't read his lips.
Yeah. He's the baby from the wild thornberries.
Yeah, exactly. He said something about dinner. I gotta go. That's all you got. And you're like, and then you have food in your hands. You're like, oh, okay, I'm supposed to eat. Like, you sit there for a minute and you're like, trying to figure out what he said.
Nimbus, like, what?
Yeah. So, roll a d4 for me, Cole.
Yeah,
This is just to see how long your high goes.
that's a 2.
So for the next 2 hours,
Oh no.
you are like this. Roll another Constitution check.
Yep.
Because now we're gonna go on the down.
Oh no. That's a 3.
Okay, so you thought the farmer was bad.
Oh,
You once these 2 hours are done, you go from 100 miles per hour to like a standstill. You find like the comfiest mound of dirt. You actually built a chair out of dirt because you were so stimulated. And I think it would be funny to see Cole build a chair of dirt.
mhm.
And you sit in it, and then like basically right as you sit in it, your body feels like it's just melting into the chair. Everything is like moving slower to you. If anybody was to talk to you for like the next 2 hours, because the down lasts as long as your high did, it sounds like like it's just slow motion.
Super, yeah. So Cole is no longer helpful.
He wasn't
Continue the
helpful
adventure.
during his high.
I made dinner. That's all I did.
Yeah, but the farmer would have made dinner for us.
Full dinner. Yeah.
So
Wait.
the farmer comes out to find you, and he's like,
Oh.
"Yeah." That's what you did, and he's just kind of like, "Uh huh." Like giving you that look like
I
good shit,
know.
huh? Know this as I grow it.
Cole has no clue what's going on. He is just.
You guys have never seen, like, from your guys' encounter with Cole so far, he's got like more of an elevated energy, just in general. You've never seen Cole this leveled, this like slow in your life. Obviously, in the 2 days, but like, yeah, he's definitely felt it.
So if anyone asks, Cole, are you okay?
That to you sounded like, "Cole, are you okay?"
I'm Cole.
Okay.
All right. What does anybody else want to do before nightfall?
Is there any place where I can like camouflage myself or find a place to hide near the crop that wouldn't be just out in the open?
Yeah, Willow was gonna watch that with Nimbus.
Like, is there like a tree I can climb up or something? Like sit in its.
Yeah, not really, because this is like acres of fields at this farmer. It just seems like the blood thistle is what's being attacked.
Like, is there like large bushes anywhere or something like that?
Yeah, there. I would say if you're trying to conceal, your best bet would be to like go on the other side of the house, or
I am wearing dark clothing.
yeah, I would say like if you make a request to the farmer to keep lights off, you guys would be pretty well concealed.
All right.
Fab.
Then Edward will walk up to Willow.
Yes,
Can you see in the dark?
I can.
Would you mind hiding it with me? I cannot do so, and I don't think I should have lights going around. But I have a way to track people who I cannot see now.
Of course.
I will invite her to my bush.
Yeah, I stealth
in
check.
which we will wait.
Oh, stealth checks, you say?
Oh ho, stealth checks, you say?
Yes. Do
Can
you
I
want me
would
to
like?
repeat myself?
No, no,
stealth
no.
check.
'Cause I get to do this. I want to cast without a trace on me and Edward and Nimbus.
Oh,
Well, what's
okay.
nice is that's actually an area of effect spell, so it's anybody around you.
I'm gonna be in the next bush over, thanks.
yeah,
You don't know
so-
what I'm doing.
So now that she cast that, that's a 33.
You don't exist. You were never born. you became so stealthy that you managed to find one of Beta's rifts.
Hold on.
She just like casts it, looks up, and I'm gone.
Yeah, like you get there and
Or
Beta's
for me.
wait, 34?
For me.
Okay, so you also have to do this for Nimbus.
I
Like,
do.
same thing. You somehow found one of Beta's rifts. Wait, actually,
The entire bush is one of Beta's rifts.
It is.
hang
Just
on.
happens to be.
Hang on. It might be. This roll goes one way. What did Nimbus get?
Hold on. 15 plus 4 plus 10. You got
Doing the
29.
math for you. Thank you. 29. It was a 30-foot.
Yeah.
So whoever takes the bushes next to you, do get it.
Yay!
I guess I'm
Which
good
I'm
there
ass-
too.
Which I'm assuming everybody kind of starts congealing to the bushes next to you.
Yeah.
So you are good out of your high when nightfall comes.
Okay.
You're back to normal. You feel a little sick.
if I feel a little sick, I'm going to go for a good old-fashioned kobold method of curing this kind of sickness. I'm going to get a stick and shove it down my throat and try to make myself throw up.
Yeah, easy enough. Actually, make a Constitution check because
Yeah.
I want to see how strong your uvula is.
Sure, he's done this to himself more than once.
That's a 5.
Probably.
Oh yeah, easy enough. You can do that easy enough. This is one of these times you want a low roll.
Yeah, just gonna. Oh, that's enough. I didn't feel good.
You
Grab a
feel great
stick.
now. Yeah, you feel great. Oh, everybody's now in the bushes, right? So that
Wait,
means
would I even know where everyone went to?
Yes. I'm not gonna.
Okay.
You watched them all walk towards the bush. When you're in your down, you have cognitive thought.
Okay.
You just don't remember making dinner and running up to everybody.
Okay.
You yourself have not had dinner.
No, he did.
Especially now that you vomited.
Well,
Oh,
now
yeah.
he has it, yeah. But you're fine.
I guess I will waddle over to where they are and hop in a bush.
Yeah, the only people you don't know where they went is Red and Serena because they left before. Or Redward and Willow.
Yeah.
Redward.
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 This is great.
So everybody roll stealth with plus 10.
Okay, so
Okay.
plus 10 at disadvantage. Here we go.
Oh.
I didn't know there was a second roll. There's the second one.
Wow.
All right, so that's a 24 with disadvantage.
You're good? Okay.
Wait, advantage or disadvantage?
I have
You-
disadvantage because I have
yeah.
chain.
Yeah.
I've got chainmail, which
It would be a straight roll for you, and so 24 for. Oh, wait, that was you. So I need Calrad to roll. I'll roll it for Calrad because they're probably at work. 15.
I was trying to roll it myself, but the site won't let me for some reason.
I got it for you.
Have you tried turning it off, turning it back on again?
Oh my god.
God damn it. Octavia, what'd you get?
It's a 19.
Okay.
I got a 14. I rolled a
Okay.
4.
I mean, with everybody's party averages and stuff, you're good. Everyone's good.
Listen, you got two that are in a different
Oh.
dimension having tea somewhere.
Yeah, true.
Oddly enough, speaking of that, Red and Willow.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes, it started off as a joke, but you did actually find one of Beta's riffs.
Holy shit.
The spell effect still is happening to everybody outside, which is weird. But it is also happening to everybody else on all planes of existence and time in that same spot.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys show up and you see Beta.
Come
You
on.
watch the lights of his eyes go like they blink, like they turn on and off. And
Don't mind us.
yeah, and like when he talked about this grotesque mixture of Warforge or Smith and monster, he wasn't lying. It looks disgusting, as to say the least.
I like to think that he's like laying down and he just like sits up and he has like a nightcap on.
He was actually
staring at us.
He was sitting. It looked like he was sitting and trying to drink tea, but there's no mouth you see.
So we're like, excuse me?
Hello?
Hi.
Don't mind us. We're very sneaky and
Yeah.
somehow transcend planes with that.
Oops.
Hang on. Wait a minute.
Huh?
What?
Don't worry about it.
No, I'm slightly worried about it because
Oh.
Fine.
well, I honestly am concerned for your safety more than my own.
Oh. Well, she kind of looks to Edward like,
Um,
What are you looking at me for? I don't fucking know.
Good evening?
Good evening. So here's a good question. How do we get back to our friends? Because we're in the middle of something.
Yeah.
Important.
I mean, I can find a new one. I guess. This is. I'll be quite honest with you. This has never happened to me before.
Well, you see, we found a bush, and we
Yeah.
hid, and we're here.
Wait, so if you two hid,
Yes.
what were you two doing in the book? Actually, I really don't want to know what you two were doing.
No, not like that. Wait, can she infer what he's talking?
She's very active.
Is she? That must be very good for you.
Well,
Willow's blushing,
give
and
me
she's
a
just.
handful.
Oh, Willow's just blushing like I'm not in this conversation no more.
Well, I guess before you go, if you thought about it, I don't know what to do here. I feel incredibly awkward.
I think we should meet up at another time.
Maybe a time
Perhaps-
that's.
Perhaps sometime when we can both drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like proper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh.
I think, yeah. If you guys just want to stand like to the left a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit to the left.
Perfect. Because if you stood where you were, you would have ended up somewhere else, and I just really don't want to deal with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Good luck.
Uh-huh. Good luck to you and everything you do.
Yeah, sure. Good luck
well-
with, figuring out how to drink that.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have a way. And he takes off his face guard, and it looks kind of like a beholder, in sense of
Oh.
the single eye and the mouth. But like, it also has demi-lich features.
Oh.
And he takes a sip.
Well, we would really love to join you sometime. Sorry for the unintentional sneaking in. Edward?
Yes. How about we get back to that bush?
Yeah.
He puts the face guard back on. Good luck.
Thank you.
And around you, the rift closes, and you guys are back in the bush.
And the moment they're back, Willow's gonna whisper.
You can
"What do
hear
you mean?"
you can hear Obo trying not to laugh.
Oh no, this is not laugh. This is panic.
Listen, once we're back in the bush, Willow's gonna
I
be like,
need you to make wisdom because you did just witness
oh,
basically
Oh no.
yeah.
everything that the universe is collapse around.
Oh, yeah. That's a 12.
That's a 16.
I need you both now to roll the d4 for me.
A D4? Okay, sure. Oh, fuck me. 4.
Uno.
Great. It didn't matter. I was going to take the highest one. You both are incapacitated for 4 rounds.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't even tell him what did he even mean by it.
4 rounds is 24 seconds.
Yeah, so it's half a minute, essentially.
Uh-huh.
Your spell is still up. You don't lose concentration.
Can I talk to him? I really want to ask him what he meant.
You no, for the next half a minute, your minds are like dial up.
Oh, fuck. This is so the oh, hello darkness, my old friend.
Not even.
Just like you just
It's-
exit.
Yeah, you're
Elevator music.
It's like your physical forms got there before your spectral forms did. And every scent that you have is amplified by 100. You can literally taste the pollen in the air. And hearing the buzzing of bees miles away for half a minute. And then you guys snap back.
Snap back to reality.
Oops, there goes gravity.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
And once you get gravity back, you guys just kind of would sit there for a round to make this the full half minute.
The moment she's able to, she's going to ask him.
Yes, ask him about the sex references.
Yeah, she
and not
is.
the fact you saw something mixed with a beholder and demi-lich.
Okay, she will in a minute. But first, give her a minute.
Wait.
She's
So-
like, what did you mean? Active and a lot to handle, exactly.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, yes, you do. And did
I
you
seem
see?
to have lost that memory. I don't know
Oh,
what you're
how
talking about.
convenient. Uh-huh.
It is
And
very
she doesn't-
convenient.
She doesn't look mad. She's trying not to, like... What, you know, when you're trying to not smile or be in a joking mood, but you can't help it. That's her right now. She's just, ugh.
You want to insight check me?
Sure, why not?
Alright, hold on with my +8 to that.
Fuck
Just-
you.
You both
Yes,
have
please.
you both have disadvantage.
My fucking nat 20, that's... Cry. 9.
What?
I got a 9 with disadvantage. I had a natural 20, but that's fine. I got a 9
Oh.
with disadvantage.
I mean, I can roll a natural 1 and meet that, so... But I did roll a 7.
Yeah, you believe him.
So
You might have lost that memory.
might have gone missing, you know, feel.
Just looks at him.
Well, with your
Fine.
previous experience, very highly plausible.
Yeah, they are. Oh. I know how that... Oh, this will be the first... So she can say that. I know how that feels.
If she chooses to.
Oh, yeah. She'd be like, well, I know how that feels. But his face. That's...
It was pretty fucking ugly.
It's... Wow. Do we really want to have tea with him?
I mean, I'm not one to judge.
Me either. Hopefully it goes better, not so awkward.
Judge.
And now she feels awkward because she was just like, why'd you say that? I don't remember it. Now she's like, oh snap. So she'll go petting Nimbus. Like, damn it.
I was more of a
Right.
sarcastic insight, asking for
Yeah.
an insight check, because he's
Yeah.
very obviously being sarcastic there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But he ain't gonna give. She ain't gonna push.
So I need everyone to make a perception check.
Awesome.
Perfect. I have disadvantage because it's nighttime.
I have regular because it's nighttime.
And this is 6.
I cannot access D&D Beyond.
I'll handle it for you.
Thank you.
Ugh. A 5. No.
I got a 7.
Well, I was doing one for Nimbus for hearing.
Oh wait, my
Just-
deception is a +9. Oh
Shut up.
shit.
Okay.
So that's
So I'm just gonna go down the list because it's easier for me. Put everyone yell their numbers in.
Numbers.
Kelrad got a soft 20. Maya. Or Faemys. 6.
16.
Wow.
16.
16.
Yes.
Cool.
7.
7. Octavia.
30, 20.
dirty 20. Edward.
13.
13. And Willow?
Willow got, funny enough, a 6, but Nimbus got a 19 for hearing.
So overall, that's a pass for the group. You guys wait and wait. And it's you're just like, oh gosh, this is taking forever. Like, because you guys are staking it out, right? Then you see torchlights. And then you see 6 individuals in total, and 5 dire wolves with them as they are getting ready to raid the field.
I would like to cast Detect Thoughts from my Medallion of Thoughts.
Sure.
And I would like to start reading the surface thoughts of each of them.
They're all relatively the same.
I'd like to just like ascertain kind of like their game plan. What are they doing? Other than just like raiding, where are they gonna be like going?
It sounds like they're going to take as much blood thistle as they can. And there's one guy that sounds like he has some previous knowledge on how to harvest it. Which with the surface thoughts, you can ascertain that this used to be his farmhand. Then it got fired for some reason. That went to go find these group of individuals. After they finish their raid, they're going to go and rough up the farmer. For whatever currency he has on it.
So if I have, would a 30-foot cone
Yeah.
hit all of it?
Yeah.
I would like to cast Fear.
Okay.
30-foot cone must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or drop whatever it's holding and become frightened for the duration. I am projecting each creature's worst fear.
Okay. So every creature?
Every creature must make a wisdom saving throw, yes.
So that's 13 on one.
That's a fail.
14?
Pass.
11?
Fail. My DC is 14.
Oh, okay. So that's I have to open up my game log to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does this only work on humanoids?
Any creature, I believe. Each creature. Yeah, any creature. While frightened by the spell, a creature must take the dash action and move away from you by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move.
5. Okay. So I have everybody. So 14 is your DC?
Yep.
So fail, pass, fail. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So you get 2 of the people and 2 of the direwolves.
All right.
In total.
So that's concentration for a minute. So for the next minute, they just use their full action movement to run away.
You got fucking lucky. Hang on. I need to roll. I just roll counter with this.
Oh, yeah, you did.
So one of the guys you feared was actually the captain of this.
Mhm.
He's like, "Oh fuck, we gotta get away!" And everyone's like, "Boss, what's going on?" And he's like panicking, and so they all follow him. And the dire wolves follow their handlers, and you ruined my whole fucking encounter.
A DM ruining a DM same time. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Don't
Yes.
worry about it.
Or he prolonged it. Who knows?
Don't worry about it. Cole was gonna do a thing.
Yeah, Edward, when he like sees them, he just like reaches into his bag. He pulls out a white feather, and then he just flicks it between his fingers, and a black butterfly goes forward, and then explodes forward.
I would say with your guys' previous adventuring encounters, you'd give it probably 2 nights being with the farmer before ascertaining that you did the job. Which we can obviously do brevity for.
Yeah,
Who-
Willow would have said what he did was awesome because she was right next to him watching that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
He just reports the identity of his farmhand to the farmer lady. Yeah.
oh, his former okay. Oh. It was him there?
Yes.
Well, I mean, as long as you guys are willing to stick around tomorrow morning, I'll grab the guard and they can handle it from here.
Very well.
Yeah, I mean, when I put in the request for the guard, they just sent the wolves in, and now it was my farmhand, my former farmhand.
Shit. Yeah. I can clear out down here. There's a fire pit or a fireplace. I got enough blankets for you all, but you'd have to sleep on the floor.
We've slept in worse places.
We're used to that.
All right. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Oh my goodness.
On the floor.
Let me just brush off
best
my
laid-
shoulders here.
The best laid plans
fine.
of dungeon masters the world over.
By a single spell.
A single spell.
Hang on, actually. I want to make one more rule. Might not end here.
I just okay.
Okay.
All right. I lied. Keep forgetting that I have this whole like multi-dimensional thing I gotta roll for all the time,
Nice.
Gosh.
which I'll tell you guys out of character what's happening.
Cool.
As you guys lay down, another dimensional rift takes. Another rift. And as it does, Beta's nowhere to be seen yet. It's just U6 and Nimbus in this rift.
And Willow lean over to Evan and be like, "Are we having tea now?"
We can have tea, but I don't think he's here.
What the fuck is this?
He won't show up
Oh
for
no.
another.
Oh no.
72 days.
3 seconds.
40 minutes at least.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But it's weird. So like you guys have encountered like stumbling into one, but you've never been part of one being built.
Okay.
And it's you get the sense that these rifts aren't Beta's creations.
it's literally the fact that it's just like Swiss cheese. It's just a hole that just travels. And this farmhouse, for some reason, became one.
Is the farmer there too?
The farmer had left you guys. And as you guys sit and wait, you see walls, like these invisible barriers, erect, and parts of the farmhouse start looking newer, old, ruined.
No, no.
And then, like, it just gets solid. And these walls don't break anything, but if it goes through something, it makes that item two-dimensional.
Ew.
So it takes away dimensions.
Interesting.
And it makes colors mute. And you watch as Beta walks through the wall.
Hi again.
You know, we have to stop running into each other.
We really do.
Is this gonna be a consistent problem?
If you be careful
we
about
didn't
the bushes.
Walk into a bush this time.
I know, we weren't in a bush. We were laying down.
I guess I should have explained what these rifts are.
Please.
I said they were mine, but they're naturally occurring. I just travel to rift to stay off the radar. These are like traveling wounds in timelines and in dimensions.
Well, they seem to be following us around.
Well, you guys are anomalies. My brothers had put into their creations automatic ways to fix it. Fortunately,
Does that mean we're the cause?
there's infinite possibilities. You here now, it could be one cause. But there could be a child born who shouldn't have been born somewhere else. There could have been somebody who died who shouldn't have died. There could have been somebody who entered the halls. Or somebody who had just left the halls. Time and planes and dimensions do not coexist well. Everything supposedly is predetermined by the Codex. If the Codex doesn't see fit to it, it tries to purge it. And through the purging process, it creates these places. Actually, quite safe places. You just have to be mindful of what you do in these places. Like, when you break something, in this location, if something was to break, it would break infinite amount of times elsewhere in its set point. That's why chairs and tables and stuff go flying when people claim that it's a haunted house. No, it's just somebody who stumbled upon a rift and started fucking around. That's where you have beings like myself, my brothers, that can travel these places without worry. And now, obviously, you, 6, and Dog can do it to a degree.
That's interesting.
Well, you guys are anomalies. The Codex doesn't like things out of order.
Buddy.
So, tea?
Of course.
Lovely.
Why not?
Might as well.
And you guys watch Beta make tea. And for a lot of you, this is the first time you've seen Beta without his cloak on. His torso is still that of a smith, but his flesh, the parts that used to flow out energy, are flesh-like. Just more muscle tissue shown in patches of skin. In parts of his arms, like his biceps, you see the arm of a smith, but you see bone trying to grow out of it. He has large claws, kind of like that of a dragon. His legs look satyr-like a fiend. He's got a tail that seems to be that of a chimera, where it's partial snake, like partial cat, partial just bone.
A bone cat snake.
It's just just this mixture of different bones and flesh. But the exoskeleton that is the smith's body, all pieces of the smith that was Beta are still visible. It's grotesque. It's like this biological cyborg, a visual parasite. He places out 6 cups and pours you all tea. He gestures for you all to sit, as if you're going to sit down there, and if you choose to, you take a seat, and it feels like there's a chair under you. And Beta removes the face shield that shows this odd mixture of a demi-elixir beholder skull. The eye, the pupil, is a glowing amethyst.
Oh.
Well, I can change my form to be something more suiting if you wish.
I wouldn't want you to be anything but yourself.
If she doesn't speak for me, please something less gross.
I'll see what I can muster. He snaps his fingers, and you all watch. It's not magical what is happening, but the meat that is him seems to get sucked back into the smith armor, but the skin rests upon it. Gray stone colored skin, like that of the drow. He grabs a cloak before revealing any unsavory bits. but the head is peculiar. It never grows flesh around it, but the large beholder eye. The amethyst goes to one socket of this demi-lich skull, while the other one of the beholder goes into the other socket. And he puts the mask back on. Is this better for you?
A bit.
There's not much else I can do.
Mm.
You're fine.
Thank you.
The form that you had before your true form?
It is the form that I was left with. I wouldn't say it's my true form. My true form is that of a smith. But I refuse to go to that form.
Is the rest the waste?
Yes.
That makes sense.
That is the byproduct. The reason I can move so freely is because of other byproducts. Have you ever wondered what this world would have been like if there wasn't so much intervention?
I'm sure it would be quite chaotic.
Would it though?
Yes.
I mean, that is the difference between the two, is it not? Chaos and order.
But aren't they one and the same?
The usual response to that would be no.
Not by our mortal understanding, at least.
Well, you see order as something regimented. Am I correct?
Yes, that would be the definition of a self.
Order is the attempt to contain chaos.
Right. So isn't order and chaos the same?
No.
But
I
if you're
would say
trying to...
They were enemies of each other.
But are they truly?
They are not. Order is merely the control of chaos. Using it in, or at least reducing it to a point where it is not dangerous.
But if you go, let's say, to the hells, chaos is rampant, but there's still hierarchy and order that thrive in that chaos.
Then it is not very efficient order.
Or not very chaotic chaos.
This just brings me to my next question. Who decides those definitions? Is it the prospect of your culture and upbringing?
Oneself creates each definition.
So if I were to bring a fiend into here and ask him the same question, would his order be the same to your order?
No.
Likely not.
Potentially.
Would his chaos be the same to your chaos?
Potentially.
You see how flawed my brother's creations are.
Is it a flaw?
It's not necessarily the flaw that's the problem. The fiends were my creations. They parallel you. But yet they are opposite of you. Where you thrive in order, they thrive in chaos. But you thrive, and this is generally speaking, thrive in just and pure causes. They thrive off pain and sin. But yet even sin is a construct created by mortal. Us Smiths had nothing to do with it. And yet, influence is still forced upon you in all forms via divine intervention or cataclysmic events. They're all forced upon you. Doesn't that get tiring?
If you are about to insinuate that you want us to bring about the end of order and turn the entire world into a whirling ball of chaos, no thank you.
No, if I wanted the world to be a boiling ball of gas, I would have done it by now.
Chaos.
Oh, I thought you said gas. If I wanted the world to be in chaos, I would have done it.
Then what do you want us to do?
I told you before. I need your help taking down the Codex.
But why would we want to do that?
To avoid your purging.
Wouldn't we be purged regardless? We are mortal after all.
Would you?
What is the point of destroying the Codex?
Would bring about freedom to all.
Is freedom always the best choice?
You mortals have created societies all on your own. When you were created, the goal was just to inhabit planes. Just to fill it up.
Why not provision rather than destruction?
But somebody has to take over the Codex if it's destroyed. There always has to be someone in charge of coding.
I do that.
Myself.
I don't think I like that idea.
You're just going off of the prospects of what my brothers told you.
I'm going off the prospects of whether I trust you or not. And I do not.
Do you trust my brothers?
I do not. You're much too obsessed with this whole concept of chaos.
The obsession of chaos is to bring about order.
So you will turn this world into one like the Hells?
No. Because if we have two hells, then there's nothing to keep us on a steady path.
Oh, then what exactly will you do here? Tell me. What is your full plan? What will you do to bring about this order?
As you said it, reprogram me.
Didn't Ao make the Smiths?
We created AO.
So who created the Smiths?
Which mess are you referring to?
I suppose the first, the Prime.
The Prime timeline?
Prime time.
I mean, what was first? Something must have created the Smiths.
Codex did.
And what made the codex?
We don't know. The Codex doesn't allow us to seek that information.
But don't you exist outside of the Codex now?
I do, yes. I still can't get to the Codex. And I can't get into the halls to the library to do research on the Codex. Because if I step foot in the library, they all know I'm there.
Think maybe the answer is not to destroy anyone, but to understand the whole purpose and the truth. Perhaps we have a very power-hungry codex on our hands. It is possible.
Codex.
Perhaps.
The Codex doesn't feel like we feel.
When I say power-hungry, what I'm trying to say is that they've sat too long in the driver's seat.
You're assuming the Codex has the capability of that. Emotion. Of
But
boredom.
it's not that it's a emotion. What I mean is that if you do something the same way and you do not evolve, do not change over time, how is best to put it? You become stuck.
The code. We exist out of time.
Yes,
One.
but it's not a time type of situation.
I guess I just don't understand what you're trying to tell me about it, because the Codex isn't a person. It isn't a thing. It isn't anything.
Let me put
And
it
yet
to you a
it's
different
everything.
way. You were created, yes,
Yes.
and you dealt with the waste.
Yes. That was my
And-
job.
Right. And so, when you dealt with the waste over time, well, that's the best way I can put it. It's not necessarily time-based in itself, but due to your job, you changed because of it. You evolved.
Well, once I had to start dealing with the waste of mortals, yes.
Yes. So, because of your evolution, because of your change, you were made into something else.
So are you suggesting that I dwell inside the Codex to have it evolve?
I don't know the true answer. What I am stating is that perhaps the answer isn't to destroy anything, but perhaps the Codex in itself has become unchanging.
Would you tell a fire to stop burning?
No, I would make it to where it could not burn.
Would you tell a river to stop flowing?
No, I would, if it needed to go a different direction, create a channel for it to change its path.
You are suggesting that the Codex needs to evolve.
It is possible from what I have understood so far.
You need... How do I want to say this? You need to have a heart to evolve. You need to have thought, like you have thought, like I have thought.
It doesn't have thoughts or feelings.
Yes.
Perhaps that in itself needs to change.
The only way for it to change is to get rid of it.
Are you sure?
Positive. The Codex is the center of it all. If you wish it to evolve, you'd have to take it out of its center. But if you take something that has been the center, that is literally the keystone, everything would crumble.
What if you put something in it instead of taking something out?
Like what?
Waste.
It'd be nearly impossible.
Ah, but is it completely impossible?
I was the waste for the Codex.
But what
Now
are
I
you
is the
now?
waste. No, I'm just waiting for Gamma to be born.
Perhaps Gamma should be put inside the Codex.
To your scope of time. Centuries before it is born.
Well, there's only so many options. What if we put you in the Codex? What would happen then?
Can't get that.
Perhaps we should stop randomly talking about throwing things into primordial beings from the very echoes of the beginning of the cosmos and try to decide whether we should even consider thinking of this offer.
It is
I'm not. I am
I
not
just-
suggesting that we destroy anything. That is, in fact, what I am trying not to do.
This way I just want to get the record straight. You asked me what my full goal was. Just to fix or rid of the Codex. The prime timeline doesn't exist. It was destroyed.
I don't believe that this would be a very good idea to remove the Codex. A decapitating attack on the very existence itself is not exactly a wise decision.
The Codex purged the Prime. The first ever timeline created.
Why?
We're not sure. We weren't allowed to know why.
Then I suppose before you come up with an end goal or a plan, perhaps we should all try to learn.
I'm trying to recreate the Prime. Here.
Not only that,
We don't know why it was destroyed.
not only that, we're not nearly skilled enough to take on the Codex at our current state.
Oh Lord, no, you're not.
Knowledge is the first step.
I
The
agree.
thing
Before we
is-
even consider this idea.
Perhaps we should find a way to get some information from that library. And once we know more, then we might decide to help you.
Did you say the
Well-
library was in the hall? The library was in the halls of Ale? Did you say that?
The library is in the halls.
Oh dear.
It's
I don't want to go
Okay.
back.
So, because this is for a Willow question, because you said she's fine now. Like,
You
is that
sure?
is it unsettling for her? The thought
Yeah.
of going back.
Oh, absolutely. To all
Yeah.
of you, it is.
Cole has no idea what half this conversation is about.
I will say this. The library and the halls bounce. It's a labyrinth.
That entire place bounces. I
Yes.
desire not to go back at all
Same.
necessary.
The map to the halls is the sphere. I, as a smith, have a map. If in good faith I give you my map of the halls and show you how to use it, and show you how to find the library and when it will show up here, it would be my, how do you want to say it? My olive branch. No strings. No favors. Just the understanding you'd give it thought.
Of course.
Of this time, you have not tried to kill us.
You've given me no reason.
It
I mean,
is
we are sitting here drinking tea.
exactly.
Why would I have any reason to kill you?
Well, you know.
If anything, you guys are assisting me by creating the prime. Indirectly.
I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing for us to be doing either. This whole thing is quite a puzzle.
Well, yes. But without the prime timeline, everything will be plummeted into chaos at one point. The birth of Gamma will bring the destruction of all.
How do you know
About-
this?
Because if my brothers are out there trying to kill me now, they're going to try to take away Gamma. And try to kill Gamma before it can have cognitive thought. And then it will learn only resentment. Do you all believe that children are born inherently evil?
No.
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 Yes,
Depends how much they cry.
I knew one who hatched, and his first thing that he did was he bit the broodmother's leg. Yeah, he was a little shit for the rest of his days.
That one is how does Beta put it? An anomaly?
No, that one was just a little shit.
Mhm.
But no offense to you, Cole, but typical Kobolds are very simple-minded. You, Cole, you exceed all expectations. So,
Cole is going to squint at Beta, and he was planning on discreetly tossing the tea somewhere else as to, like, pretend to drink it. Now he's just gonna take the tea and just, like, dump it into the fire while, like, keeping eye contact.
the fire doesn't go out.
No, he's not doing this to, like, put out the fire. He's just, like, dumping his tea into the fireplace because he's gonna
Yeah.
be sitting next to it to stay warm. He's just like, eh.
That's fine. Yours was mud, anyways. So, wait, sorry, I got distracted. Yes, if a child isn't inherently evil at birth, if Gamma gains consciousness, that's its birth. Right?
Oh, I'm not sure.
If Gamma is only met with conscious thought, with hostility, and anger, do you not think it would want to take away the source of that?
But how would it be presented with such things if the other Smiths, as you say, can't feel? If they can't get emotions, then how would emotions be transmitted?
It's perception.
Point is that no matter what, because of the waste, he will gain conscious thought. This would just repeat over and over.
I was the first. They have managed to kill 4 others before it could get to the point.
It is because of the waste itself that the conscious thought becomes what it is.
Yes.
Octavia, I feel like you are getting ahead of yourself here. None of us understand anything.
Why do you think I have the name Beta? I'm second. There's one before me. Alpha.
Oh, I was gonna say something else. Seems like a silly name.
Terminology that will come to you in time.
I apologize. I like puzzles.
He went missing. And was gone. No one knows where Alpha is. I tried to ask my brothers of Alpha. It was as if their memories were purged of him. The 15th Smith is disposable. Because we are the waste of what creates the Smiths. I am not as strong as my brothers. When I was created. But with accumulating waste and learning how to use it, I had become strong.
I seem to understand the situation now. That you have no fucking clue what you're doing. Perhaps we're not the only ones who have to think.
Was it that I don't know what I'm doing? Or was I never allowed to know what I was doing?
Either way, you have free thought now, so why don't you use it? Next time we speak, perhaps you'll have a solid game plan.
I do. I'm recreating the prime timeline.
What does happen to us when you create time?
What was that, Rilla?
What happens to us when you create the prime timeline?
No, so far. I don't see any problems.
That's comforting. I try not to. Nope. Not gonna say that because she feels fine.
Is it now comforting that he uses the words so far when he's made no progress?
How do you know if I've made no progress?
What a mess.
It's going
Because
to be
if you are
messy.
capable of making progress on your own, why do you need us to help?
Because
think
you are anomalies.
That's what I was
And
about
yet
to
there
say.
might be so many more anomalies.
There could be. But you four are the only ones that managed to enter and escape the halls.
I mean,
alive.
that itself makes sense with what the Smiths already told us. They want us to kill him because we are anomalies, and the other way around makes sense.
We are put in the middle of a battle between brothers. It's wonderful.
Lovely. What a mess. Very messy family business.
Mm-hmm.
Edward and Octavia, you feel yourselves jolted out of the rift.
Oh boy.
Okay, bye.
That's fine. Are we back in like
You are out.
No, like, but are we where we were before?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I care about. I'm good.
Wait, we're out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, me and Willow.
The whole party? Or
No,
Nope.
just Willow and Octavia.
Ouch. Right.
You've
Then I
been
guess we just wait for
quiet,
them to get back.
Faemys.
I've just
What
been.
is your thought on all this?
I am going to keep my thoughts to myself until I know what to decide. I don't want to make any rash decisions. I feel that it is wise to do not make any rash decisions.
You're all claiming to want more knowledge. I'm willing to give you the chance to learn more.
I do not want knowledge, I want information relevant to this topic.
Also, where did those
I've
two go?
given you all of the information I have.
Then you need more. Not knowledge on how things work, but a full plan. A goal is not a plan. Once you have step 1 to step whatever, then I'll consider.
It was only that easy.
If only.
Hang on, I gotta find something. You had asked me something, and I needed for reference. What is your plan, Mathis?
Matthias.
Oh, Matthias.
I don't know who you're talking about.
You can't lie to me here.
I honestly have no idea what you're saying. Though a plan is formed upon relevant information. Since you have not given me enough information to form my own plan, since I cannot come up with my steps without your steps first. Perhaps I'll work with you. Perhaps I won't. Perhaps I'll just wash my hands of this whole brothers bullshit.
You won't be able to. You realize that.
What a shame.
You either side with me or you side with them. They will make you choose.
Well, whichever one of you gives me the best reason and the best plan.
Well, I wish you luck, Mathis.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
And the rift closes.
Back.
Is back.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I think we struck a nerve with him by calling it a war between brothers.
Is that why you were kicked out?
Maybe, who knows?
I don't know. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. What a mess, regardless.
A mess we didn't ask for either. We didn't ask to fall down a hole. We didn't ask for a dragon attack. Wait, do I remember all before I start ranting? We remember our normal lives, right? Yeah?
I thought we remember everything.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
goes back remembering.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 We didn't ask for the dragon attack. We didn't ask to fall down a hole. We didn't ask to get stuck in the halls. We didn't ask to get between this.
The only reason that we are is because we're now anomalies, because we survived in the first place.
Wonderful. But
I'm going to bed. Good night.
I am
Yes.
too.
I agree. Good night.
Good night.
This will end.
Fantastic session.
Yes.
What, Willow and Edward actually get along? Fucking shocking. Alright. It was funny though.
Mhm.
I'll be right back. I'm going to deafen mute.
And I'm going to image stream here. Thank you for coming, everyone. Good night, and Arasumia. Bye bye.